9:05, we're going to call this Board of Supervisors meeting to order. Mr. Bradford, if you can give us the invitation, please.
Yes, brother, sir. Clubhouse head. Oh, wise and eternal God, we thank you this evening, God. We thank you for this assembly. And Father, we take nothing for granted, Father. We just thank you, oh God, for allowing us to see another day and allow to be a part on this great earth. And Father, we just pray, oh God, for our elected officials, Father, continue to strengthen them. Father, continue to give them strength from on high. Father, continue to give them the wisdom and knowledge that you instilled in them, God. We pray for the county, the city, the state, and this country, oh God. Father, continue to let it abide, oh God. Father, we continue to pray for this county. We just continue to pray that you open up business, open up doors for our people, oh God. Father, continue to bless our first responders, our schools, our kids, our doctors, our nurses, and everything under the sound of my voice, oh God. And Father, we just care for us these prayers and your blessings. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Turn for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I need a motion to approve the document. Moved by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion?
I don't really have no discussion, but what I'm looking at is energy bill. I know energy went up on their prices. Man, at the courthouse and in the shelter farm, that bill almost $8,000 a month. They must double they increase.
Are both those buildings three-phase?
This a month.
Are both buildings three-phase, the sheriff's office and the courthouse?
Are they three-phase?
Three-phase, power come in. But man, the air conditioning been rolling, they're not turning them down at night. And I have no idea about that.
Well, one of our air conditioners is down, so it is, well, let me say it was down. I had to talk back to Johnny to see what he's done, but you know, one to go up, then the other go down, because it's putting such a load on it. So, like you say, it's running day and night. And the other problem is with the sheriff's office, it doesn't have a climate control air conditioning system. You know, it's very outdated. So he has to go down in the basement and adjust the boilers to the temperature. And it's all hooked to an air pump. It's all hooked to an air pump downstairs. So,
One of it's 7,700 and the other 7,200, man. I ain't, since I've been in, we ain't never had like this.
All
and that could
right.
have
All in favor?
lightning strike too now.
All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. I'll skip roll call. I pretty much know everybody's here, but, Mr. Gray.
Present.
Ms. Hutchins. Mr. Gaines.
Yeah.
Mr. Middleton.
Present.
Ladies Dean.
Present.
Ms. Lewis.
Present.
Mr. Slover. Mr. Khan.
Present.
And I'm here. All right. Special presentations, obviously we have some kind of special presentations. We got a lot of ladies in green in here.
Whoa. You got some men in green too.
Well,
You looking over.
well, I look at the pretty women, and I'm sorry, I don't pay attention to men most of the time. Who's a spokesperson for y'all?
I am. And I'm always,
What's your name?
I'm Joanne King. I'm an active member of the Adams County Master Gardeners.
Yes, ma'am, okay.
25 years ago, when I became a Master Gardener, we started cleaning up that extension office on Liberty Road. For the past 25 years, we have taught proper planting, pruning, propagation, and treatment of crepe myrtle bark scale in multi-locations in Adams County. We have worked with schools and youth in various projects. Master gardeners do not enter all their hours that they work, but in 2024, we reported 2,700 hours with a value of $81,000. Now we'd like to do a project on the grounds of the extension office and create a space where we can teach gardening skills. And Monroe's gonna show you a diagram.
Okay.
I didn't, everybody can see this right here, but, we didn't bring it down small enough so that everyone would have one. But this right here, don't strain your eyes, Mr. Burke, but I'm gonna explain it to you. This right here is the building that's on the opposite side of the extension. We wanna utilize that for a shed to close it in for flowers and different raised flowers and different things. So therefore, this right here where we got the table, this is the parking lot, this is where the barbecue pit at, and this is the building, the extension building. So what we wanted to do, hope you all would let us use the land to raise flowers, raise bed, and now we wanna do this with the elderly, the slow kids, I'll put it that way. We want handicapped kids to be able to come out and plant a flower, schools, churches, anybody that wanna come out in that area. If we can utilize the area real good. And, another thing, out front with the parking lot, we have two oak trees there, weeds and took it. We would like to have get some picnic benches to put along there, so when people comes down to interview the gardens and look at the gardens and different things like that, they would have somewhere to sit. Also, we would like to, in the long run, this is just the first stage. In the long run, we would like to have a community garden there. You know, with things that can help the people in Natchez County, city, or whatever, you know what I mean? And we just asking if you all let us utilize and use the land a way that it would help everybody.
Have you been working with the extension service director? Oh, you're, okay, all right.
Here. Yes, sir.
I didn't know if you had any comments on that.
Right.
See, I just can't see you, but y'all got back there.
Too short. Yes, so we've been in contact there, I'm agreeing with, you know, they trying to have this education, like a center, cause it'll be good to, educate the youth, schools, nursing, like you said, and people with special needs, so I'm behind it.
So there's no effect on you, on what you're doing?
No, sir, but it'll be in that little pavilion on the side of the building, so it's not gonna affect our office at all, it'll be on the side. Out the way.
Okay, Mr. Slover, you any plans, any problems with what they're asking? Oh, they're-
I think y'all was given a sheet of paper ahead of time. I don't know if y'all have read it or not. If not, we could give some more if you haven't read it.
You don't have one?
I got one in my,
You got
oh,
one? You got one, Ms. Wade? Oh, that she passing them on.
do y'all have one? Okay. Mr. Sago, you kin to Johnny Sago?
Yeah, that's my baby brother, right,
I went to school with Johnny.
yeah.
Give them a quick minute to read over that, and, I certainly don't see anything wrong with it, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. I know too many of these ladies up here. Are y'all gonna need anything from us besides permission?
Yes, sir. We're gonna try to do as much as we can. And if the supervisors can come in and maybe do some trimming for us and help us out if we need in certain areas, but we're gonna try to, you know, motivate it ourselves, but we're gonna need some help. I'm not gonna stand up here and say we're not gonna need some kind of help from the board.
I think we'd be able to let, maybe the sheriff could help with some of the inmates, at some point, and then Robbie Dollar, if we need some of his equipment, and seeing maybe some of it's gonna be during the off-season grass cutting, they'd probably be able to help.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Middleton, Second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Were you a yea or nay?
Yeah.
Thank you, and thank you for what you're trying to do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank y'all for coming today.
Thank y'all.
That's how you do things, overwhelming force.
I have a hearing it's just shed and the roof is blown Be good.
Thank you.
Is that how you do it?
God, do we have any, city government business? We can discuss it.
Discuss it. Yeah. Issue.
God, I can't hear you.
We got 14 days to approve or reject the change order with the request being issued. I think we should approve it under the contract that we believe is right.
But there's an argument about which contract they're gonna work under.
That's right. Ours is the, we believe it's the later.
Doesn't the later one supersede the first?
That's my opinion on it, so I've asked that we be able to get together and chat it out, but, you know, something I would suggest approving under what we believe is right.
And that's the milling of 1 inch of the road, being coming back with 4 inches instead of 3 inches. Is that basically what we're talking about on Morgan
Yeah,
Road?
George gave us the list of everything, which had it included last meeting.
What is the original mill?
3
And they want to do an extra
inch.
inch. George. And Rob, you know, is this extra inch gonna make a difference?
You had to let your pavement last a little longer before you start seeing or feeling the reflective crack. You're gonna see it regardless because it's pavement on top of concrete, but just adding the extra inches, it's gonna prolong the time before you actually see it.
And the extra inch can cost us how much?
Put it at the middle of the inch first, and then you can pave the rest of it. The original 3 inches, now you can put down 4 inches.
Good. I know that's a wide open question, but how much light extension do you see by doing that? As far as not having to touch the road?
Maybe another 4 or 5 years later on to something. The performance is still gonna be lengthy, it's just, it's prolonging the time for you to actually start feeling the reflective crack.
The thing of the milling, that's was if you don't mill it, and they walk those track loads and that heavy equipment up and down that road to do all that work, and they go in and sweep it, it overlay to 3 inches, but you're not guaranteed that something's not gonna turn loose under that and start trying to surface back to the top. Am I correct, Mr. Folks?
They can brush it off as much as they can.
So we're going down to the concrete,
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna
you're
mill,
gonna strip it completely.
you're gonna mill the first inch of it. You're not gonna be, because it's anywhere between 2 to 3 inches of existing already. You just mill that 1 inch off to give you a level surface. And then you come back, if you do the 4 inches, you're gonna come back with a 2 inch lift, then another 2 inch lift. So right now, you're gonna take the existing surface out there now, put 1.5 inch lift on it, and then put another 1.5 inch lift.
That road's terrible right now, and it'll deteriorate again if we don't do it the right way. I'd rather do it the right way now and have to pay later. Pay the front end. And I get a motion to approve and then we'll do some more discussion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to move forward, with Morgantown Road. Good.
Yeah, with the extension. All right. Motion by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Middleton. Discussion.
The motion is what?
Is approve and move
Mr. Graves did the second.
forward with it,
It don't make no difference.
pending conversation with the city.
Well,
So, we're not actually pending,
you know, we're gonna.
we gonna have to move with, a conversation with the city. Cause we need to move
Well,
forward,
that's
we
fine.
also need to approve them because we gotta add them because you remember during that time, the city is the head of the project on that. So we definitely need to have another meeting because they are, during that time, our audit wasn't right. And so we should not, I just don't feel like we should move forward till we actually have, we can move, we're gonna move forward, but we still need to be there.
They pretty much say they wasn't gonna do it.
It's two questions. The first is whether it's, you know, we like to change order, and the second is whether we 100% payment or 60% payment. We believe under the contract it's a 60% payment. So, but my suggestion was we approved the change order with the 60% payment and try to get the city to figure that out.
What is the 60, is it 60%?
60%.
Right.
Was that two?
Okay, is it gonna be of that 300,000, 60% of that 300,000 or what?
What's the total? Cause you take some off, you add some on, what was the total amount?
The total amount with everything is around $440,000 when you do the utility adjustment.
What's the 60% of that? What? Two?
No, they're liable for you said a utility problem. Now, aren't we just talking about
So.
cutting another inch off?
Right now, you're talking about the middle node, that's $600,000.
Okay, mainly we're talking about that part of the project, $300,000 for, but,
Yeah.
The contractor just wants to know that they have a short window.
We gonna deal with this first.
well, no, this is, I'm trying to make sure that it's not,
We
you know,
gonna deal
ambiguous
with you
about what
talking
we're
about.
talking about. Yeah, well, we need to cut it down another inch and add the extra layer. The city's trying to work off the old contract that said that whatever the price is, the price is. Then we had a second contract later on that, added some things, and they don't wanna pay for the other stuff, they just wanna stay with the original contract, which according to Mr. Slover, the second contract supersedes the first contract, so they're supposed to pay it. But it's, whether they work that out or not, we need to do the rest to it.
You gotta do it,
I agree.
That's what I was just.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I
okay,
Figure.
That's the reason I wanted to get
Yeah.
the motion straight.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
all right.
Another question is this funding, an additional funding for what we already set aside? for
Yes, so
budget time?
the additional funding probably comes to it.
Okay. And we do have funds to.
The handstand somewhere.
We had to take it from state aid, we probably did. Could we take it from state aid? We'll figure out something. Because that road has got to be fixed. And we don't need to use more delays. All right, all in favor? Any nays?
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Is that gonna give them the authority to go ahead on and move forward?
That's the question I was gonna ask, are we going, I can call it, so
Yeah,
now.
we're saying we're gonna do it, whether the city does what they're supposed to do or not, but they can argue that out later.
We don't need
Figure
no
out
more
money.
We don't
delay.
need no delay.
I'm gonna call the contractor now, and let them know.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right. Any nays? Motion carried.
Mr. President, Scott, we need to discuss the other thing that the engineer was talking about with the, utilities.
Rick, we're gonna go into departmental reports, you can go first up if you wanna do that.
All right, please.
All right. Departmental report, where did he go? George?
He on the phone.
Oh, that's right, he said he. All right, Miss Annette, you wanna go ahead?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Janet Fails with Adams County 911. I'm gonna give a list of calls that was for the whole month of July. Adams and so had 566, Natchez PD had 808, Natchez Fire Department had 36. From August the 1st to now, Natchez PD had 493, Adams SO had 253, and the Fire Department had 15. Also, we're moving along with the building. There's some things as we go along with the building that we're finding out more and more that we need. The understanding I got that we was gonna use the dispatch center that's downstairs for a backup. So that's leaving us having to get all new stuff again in the new building. Since we're not bringing that along,
Where was your backup before?
we didn't have that.
Why do we need a backup now?
No, it's, it was a PD, sorry, it was police department.
You need a backup.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
the police department's not gonna be the backup?
No. When we moved, the way it worked was, so she had two PSAPs. The sheriff department had one, the PD had one. We moved the PD and the sheriff downstairs, so the PD still had infrastructure, so if something happens, we can move it back, transition back to the PD. But you got to have two spots. So what she's talking about, we still got infrastructure down there. All the 911 ambulance will stay at downstairs on the ground. They're gonna be transferred over to a new building. In the event something happens to the new building, they can roll back and still take 911 calls back at our center without losing, the total 911 structure in the county. And the calls be rolled to another county.
So how much is that gonna cost?
I haven't talked to the people about the, call works of the 911 lines yet, because we were taking one thing at a time, we just had cameras installed. We need 32 channels for our recording, so there's more room for us to add more channels as we get them, because we just realized, having an 8 channel, that some of the channels are not being recorded. So, we're running into stuff more and more as we get deep into it, and finding out what we need. And this has been a great help with stuff I don't understand, I know how to get. She always said she takes care, she does an awesome job with that when I bring stuff to her.
Okay, now we approved the 32 channel recorder last meeting, did we not?
No, we talked about it.
We talked about it, we did not approve it. Or we found out everything we needed to know about it, the price, whether we can get one from
I know the
some.
sheriff had looked it up and said it was gonna be around $26,000. That's as far as we can discuss it at the meeting last week.
We're kinda in for a penny, in for a pound now, we're gonna need it anyway, even if you stay down there, weren't we?
Yes, because we just realized that a couple channels wasn't being recorded.
All right, Mitzi, if you found where we get the funding from, or exactly what we're gonna do, is it in their budget, or?
If it's purchased this year, I can find it.
All right,
This budget, after this budget, then you'll find it in the next budget.
that's gonna find
I'm
it.
finding this budget, so, because they're gonna be in,
They need it.
I said before.
They need to
September
order now.
30th. So,
All right, need a motion.
Well,
Moved by Ms. Gaines, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. All right, do you have anything else, Ms. Annette?
No, that's it. Thank you.
George off the phone? All right, we're going through department reports, and I think there were some questions for you about something else, wasn't it, Rick?
You brought up,
Well, let me give you my setup.
You go ahead with your report, and then Ricky will ask you a question.
Okay, so we got some notifications back from MDOT regarding the PSNE submittal for phase one on Morgantown Road. They have some additional documents that they want to get signed. They want a letter stating that the LPA will not be using the federal funds for the CNI portion of this project. I'll be generating a letter for that, and they just have to be signed on the letter here. Either the president or the Brand Lewis, the project director can sign that. And then they had a modification to our contract that we had. They want us to include some of their language, the CNI contract. I sent over to Scott, so whenever you get a chance to review it, it's pretty much, we have a generalized statement in our contract that's talking about really performing the CNI, but they want actual full scope that they have generated. They want us to replace that paragraph and insert their scope of work in that paragraph, into that section. So I just request authorization to allow us to make that modification to the contract. And of course, my president will sign it, and then of course, he will sign it, you all will take that.
Okay, I need a motion that allows me to sign one of them and the other one is going to be reviewed by.
I'll make the motion to allow you to sign, the document.
Pending on the second one,
Second,
slow approval.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now discussion. George?
Oh, who's the second? Ricky, okay. Second, discussion.
Discussion part, in a modification that the state's adding in, will that be in a, pretty much in line with that? So it's not gonna be anything to delay the project, it's something that's gonna be, that we pretty much good with, it's gonna stay pretty much in line, just a more detailed explanation of what we're doing.
Yeah, so they gave us, so they gave us a checklist of PSNE submittal. We submitted that, and now they're making comments based on that submittal. So these are things that they want us to change in order to be in line to get the required approval for the project.
Okay.
So all I'm doing is if they send it to me, I come back to you all and say, I need this. That's really why I asked for a general authorization to allow the board president and the brand to sign the document, so I won't have to wait for a board meeting to get that authorization.
Okay. And the last question is, I know, I can't, what date, I know in September, we had to have the funds or something designated.
Yeah, they have that form obligated.
Obligated.
Right, in September.
We had to have the
I don't
funds
know if that's the new money.
obligated
By the end of September.
by end of September.
Yes, sir. So that's why they gave us a July 31st deadline to submit it. We submitted, so now they're reviewing everything that we have to submit.
So, okay, I just wanted to make sure we stay within our deadline, we don't need to lose any funds.
And so what I've done is, we're coordinating with the actual gentleman who's over the LPA division, and he's been helping to expedite some of those items and everything.
Okay.
All right. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries.
One item, we submitted, a quote request from two companies, Garner and Atwood Fencing, to repair the bridge railing on Foster Mountain Bridge number 69. So, Atwood came back and said that they will not be able to submit a quote, because they're just busy. And then Garner submitted me one. There's only one quote I have. I know I need at least two, so I'm gonna submit it to someone else, to try to get a quote back there. Atwood is pretty much the only bridge running company in the area. So it's very, very, very difficult to find someone else to do it. So I will look outside and try to find someone to potentially give us a quote and can do that work. Because most of the contractors, bridge contractors around here, they sub that work to Atwood.
Robbie, that was more than y'all can handle, is that right? Okay.
So Scott,
If you keep track with everything that you do to try to find somebody else to do it, we might be able to make it a sole source purchase if you try and solicit numerous people.
What I'll do is I'll just send out a blast email to all of our bridge gentlemen, bridge companies. If they can, and I have correspondence.
Yeah, just keep up with everything that you do to try to solicit.
Mr. Ford, on that, you talked to Mr. Warner last week.
Yes,
He called me Thursday and Wednesday was asking some questions about it. He said he noticed on the right side when he was approaching that little section there. I told him I followed him in it and I wasn't talking to you about that little piece
Yeah,
there.
we had conversations, he had sent some.
Okay, he just called me Thursday or Wednesday.
All right.
And then all I have is, have a request from AT&T, a permit request from AT&T. that I would like to, request approval from. AT&T would like to place 144 million feet of fiber along the north side of Saratoga Road from the intersection of Lower Woodville Road and Saratoga Road down to major boulevards. And I have reviewed their application and their drawings, and I concur with their drawings.
Okay. Do we now have a permitting process and they have to put up a bond?
We do,
And they're aware of that?
Yeah, so,
and I have to check.
Okay. All right. Moved by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion?
Yes, sir, Mr. President. So all this going in right away?
and they are aware, and this is inside the application that in the future, if we need to be relocated, we do get it at their expense.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask, because, in that Morningtown Road project, you done got burnt with utilities inside the right of way, and we had to foot the bill for everything, so, it's just my opinion to the board, we need to have something in place where either people gonna have to pay to put their stuff in our right of way, or we gonna have to make some kind of deal, cause it's costing us too much money. Allow them to just do it for free.
That's great. I think we did put in place, they do have a bond that they had to sign.
I ain't talking about a bond, I'm talking about something that they're using our right of way. And if I'm not mistaken, I talked to people in other places, it may be a fee for those utility companies to, you know about that?
She said she had to check.
Awesome.
It's a fee, and it's a fee in the bond.
He's talking about something different.
I'm talking about.
Is that
We
yearly?
got a permit request to bore under our road, which we will require our engineer to go out and make sure it doesn't damage our road and post a bond so that it's repaired if there's any damage. That's a permit. What Supervisor Gray's talking about is in general, electric or utility companies using our right of ways to provide utility services. So it's two different questions.
I was just bringing it to the board attention and maybe we can get together in the near future. I'm not saying we're gonna do it, but we need to look at it. Thank you, Mr. President.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
That's all I have, any questions for me?
Okay, you'll be here at 10 o'clock?
Yes, I have a question for me.
Yes.
Question,
I think you must have covered it.
You gonna talk about that, the change order with the contractor on relocating?
Y'all can talk about it.
It's,
Okay.
All right. Well, I'll see y'all again soon.
Thank
Change order, man.
you. Who's next?
All right.
Hey, oh, Shannon, she wants to get out of here.
Good morning, good morning. Lynette Smith, Southwest Planning. Again, good morning. I have an invoice here under the Adams County Home Improvement, the ARPA funding project for homeowner Bill Fresco. This is under this Wes's applicant. This is for material only. The total cost is $3,619 for material. I need permission to pay this invoice to the contractor, and we do have funds in office.
Moved by Mr. Middleton, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Thank you, that's all I have.
I wonder why you wanted to jump up and down.
You know, thank you too.
Good morning, board.
Morning.
Brad Adams County EMA Director, Fire Coordinator. Just got a couple of things to bring up today. Siren update, we're looking at September 10th. They should get our stuff started shipped here. So once we start getting there, probably a week after that, they'll come down and start doing the installation. So probably we're looking at probably at the end of September, we should be good on all sirens, depending on the weather, depending on the storm. So that's the current update on that. They're trying to fast ship our stuff in, but you know, everybody knows tariffs and stuff like that. It takes a while to get in from overseas. Shower update. Showers, I went over last week. met the contractor to do a walkthrough, hook up with power and test the water and drainage on that. Everything did good. But we need to do adjustment on the overall what we owed, it was like $20,000. But when the city came and inspected, we had to put in privacy walls because it's an outdoor shower. So those privacy walls was $4,032.49. I do have it in my budget for my grant government that we can pay to addition of the privacy walls that he installed on there. So we just need permission from the board to do it, do a change or pay the 20, add the 4,000 for the privacy walls that have to be added.
Okay, I need a motion. Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Gaines. Discussion
This is a change order or?
on the shower. Okay, and I'm just surprised that we didn't have, that wasn't in there to start with, privacy laws.
Well, because the way it was designed is for a radiological thing, you know, we was gonna do a road, so we had to have it up for dual road. So, because like I said, that's, you know, it's better to have it than, you know, get lost and somebody take a piece of it out of your house.
How did you come up with a pricing for it?
No, they had, she got to work now.
Do you have a copy for us for the change order, because it needs to be spread across the minutes?
And we just need to know how they came up with the pricing, it's commercially reasonable.
So what's the process on the change order?
You got
I have
basically,
the invoice.
got two questions. The first is, this is good for the county in some way to oversimplify the right language. And the second is that it was commercially reasonable. And this is not done to circumvent bidding laws. So if Brad had a buddy and wanted to give him some extra work, you know, that's not the right way to do it to a change order. But this is where something came up, or we found extra funds or whatever, you can do a change order if there's some sort of commercially reasonable method of getting the price.
For the record, Brad don't know this guy, he was just using that as a statement.
It's for the record.
Yeah, Brad, that's right, yeah.
Okay, for the record, Brad is not this guy. Okay.
Because it's so ludicrous that he.
So the invoice that he gave us, it has a breakdown of the concrete material, the block material, the labor for the blocks, and then the total price. So I'll just get a copy of that and give it to
But
Paige.
do you need from the fire marshal, because he had been inspected, that's what he recommended, so do y'all need a?
That would, I think that would be helpful.
Yeah, just that from the fire marshal,
Why we had to change
and the
it.
city inspector, yeah.
Is it based on pricing that he submitted on his original bid?
What's based on it?
His pricing, how did he come up with the pricing?
Well, the
He
price
had-
of blocks, I guess, I'm like,
So often you use the same pricing, if it's a unit price bid, you would use the same pricing as in a unit price bid to give your change order. And so it's commercially reasonable when you have a bid process to do it. Do you know how he got his pricing?
I guess he went price from center blocks so many feet high, man, I don't know.
So it is a center block walls.
Yeah,
with
yes,
the
sir.
shower
Yeah.
stall.
He has materials and the labor. He has it broken down for how much each one of them on the last invoice. And like I said, I'll give a copy. I can go get a copy. and
Is
give
the
it to
labor the
Paige.
same as the original contract? You know, we just have
On
to
the
know.
original contract,
Yeah.
No, they weren't included in the original
Now, he
contract.
said
But
the
what
labor.
we
Labor the
said,
same as the
like the
original
labor,
contract.
if he charged $100 an hour.
I'm sure he did. I can run over there and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you gotta find out is that it's commercially reasonable.
So
He didn't
this-
just make up a price.
We're gonna pin,
So-
pending
Yeah, we're gonna,
the
so let me
information.
adjust that motion, let me make the motion pending all the, legalities has been, followed.
Okay.
That's fine. Got that covered?
She's gonna run grab it
Yeah,
first.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get it.
So you want me to rescind it?
Then we're gonna go ahead and vote on it.
You want me to rescind it till you come back?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Huh?
All-
We can approve it pending legal
Agree,
review. and then
pending legal review.
If it comes back and it's not legal, we'll
We
say.
can, I got you. So my motion says,
We'll take the walls down.
well, I mean, the motion says that pending legal review, approval upon pending legal review.
All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. All right, Mr. Bradley.
Next, as you all know, Mike McGoy, I'm trying to advertise for my EOC manager, deputy director, position that, we put off from Darren Smithville. So I want to try to re-advertise that, position for October 1st.
I'm confused about that. So right now, we got a fire investigator, right? Was that
No,
part of
that's
his
the sheriff's
duties?
department.
Yeah, that was part of his duties?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It-
And I thought we gave somebody a raise.
Originally, he was not, he was the assistant fire coordinator.
Yes.
And during this work, the investigator left and they gave him those additional duties as the assistant fire coordinator, but the investigator. So it was never until they added those duties to him, one job. It was two different jobs. And then he retired and the sheriff has now got a different fire investigator.
Is this a full-time position?
Yes.
See, Darrell Smith was deputized as a deputy to investigate fires for the sheriff office and the county. And so when he left, we had to shift that thing back to Buddy again, because Buddy was it before Darrell Smith was, and he went through all those schools too, so we just trying to get out the county. And the sheriff office, because we need a fire investigator, both of us. That makes sense.
I was just trying to figure out if there was somebody else that you already had on staff could do, you know, on a part-time basis or something.
No, I gotta have a full-time person, because when I'm out of county, my volunteers are stepping up, but they can't make, you know, temporary decisions like that. So it's the same, because I took the fire coordinator job and I didn't take the salary. So we did when the last administrator said we gonna take that and make that to a deputy position with the salary on that, because I didn't want no raise or nothing like that. I'd rather have a man where I can use it, because we got a lot going on. Right now, I don't have no. My volunteers, they're doing good. I got a couple contract workers, but they're limited of what they can do. So I think this is not gonna hurt the budget, because the thing was already budgeted for, it's not over budget. So that, because that position was in the fire coordinator, because we gotta have one for the county.
Some of that money and give it to, did you give some money to someone as a raise?
Mm-mm.
Sure.
You took, one of your volunteers.
No, that's temporary. That's she's doing temporary job to get a full-time person. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, if she's doing temporary job, reposition and get a full-time person, then that won't go away.
Okay.
Okay. I need a motion to advertise for deputy fire.
Second.
By Mr. Gaines, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion?
My only discussion is, this, your assistant, right?
Yeah, it's like the EOC manager, yeah, the deputy director.
Okay.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure they were doing more than just investigating fire.
No.
I'm good. You gotta explain, I'm good.
The volunteer fire coordinator.
Got it. I'm good.
All in favor? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. All right, Ms. Bradford.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Head to Biloxi.
All right, who's next?
Morning, board. Samuel Minor, Veteran Service Officer for the county. Mr. President, I have, requested travel for the fall training for the state. I believe you had the paperwork on the desk.
Sammy Minor, September 29th through 30th. You wrote this military way. It can confuse everybody else. Okay, I've got your request, need a motion. Moved by Mr. Gaines. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries.
And that's all I have, opinion in the question.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Who's next?
Who's next? Tim? We got Tim and shit?
We just president of the county. Oh, okay. Robert, I guess it's you.
Robin?
You got 10 minutes. Well, that's how much time we actually have before I close this meeting down after we open these bids.
Good morning.
Norman.
Got 8 minutes.
Yeah.
He had to collect his thoughts because I rushed him.
Well, I thought the name would be here first. First thing I have, I had a shop owner's position open, and I put it within house to see if anybody was interested. I did have someone, me and Tim, interviewed 3 within house, selected 1, in-house, and, the Ed Lyles.
Okay, I have it.
You have it, you have to sign it, I need, but I wanna make sure before we vote, before I got it signed.
Right.
It go to foreman pay, which is $20 an hour, and after 6 months, probation period, go to $20.67 an hour, that's what the other one pay. And then I would like to advertise for another mechanic, since we, position.
Okay, I need a motion for those 2 things. Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion?
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Doctor. So, Mr. Lyons gonna go to
Shop.
the what position?
Foreman position.
And do that mean he's not gonna do it?
No, it's gonna work.
Oh, thank
It's going to the form, he still has to work,
I got you.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Any nays?
he gave
Motion
us
carries.
names, he did the same thing.
I'm just saying, man,
Yeah, no,
from what we pay mechanics,
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to find,
Yes,
somebody that is dependable at this
correct.
price we pay.
And that's the reason I had to put it within house to see if somebody was interested, because I knew reaching out, probably. Next thing I have, I was contacted Thursday, by Mr. Hanson, Scott Hanson, he's the one last time reached out to me, brought it before the board, they were shooting a movie here in town, and they had the crash scenes and things. I talked to Corvette, they're wanting to use the rodeo arena September 10th through the 15th, to shoot some scenes out there, they're doing a, I guess a rodeo movie here or whatever. Corvette said it was not rented for that weekend, but I just told him I had to bring it before the board, maybe get him to come talk to the board, but he was just.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask a question, why is he asking the road manager, can he have an event?
It ain't that he's asked, but he just called and wanted to know what I bring for the board, because the last time he called me about shutting the road down was Levy when they had the crash scene, and I brought it before the board.
Tell him he need to come for the
Yeah, that's
board.
what I said, I'll tell him to come before the board.
Alright.
Yeah, it's not like he's asking me, can you use it, that's every time here, I demand. And then I guess, the next thing I have is a fall workshop for October 8th through the 10th in Oxford, at the free.
What that?
The fall workshop for October 8th through the 10th, that has been approved by the board yet for, in Oxford.
I think I got that approved.
Okay. I was
Did
just
it?
making.
Is it me?
I believe we can do that.
Next thing I have, President Wilson, you should have, is, illegal dump site on Auckland Road, Stagefield.
Got 18 Pin Oak Drive or something
And
else.
that's forward there.
And did you set it up here with the rest of this
Yeah,
stuff?
picture.
Well, I got some pictures.
Illegal dump site.
Southwind Road, Southview.
No,
Or
that's
zero.
between the tires, that's next.
I got pictures on Artman Road and Southview.
Correct. Or say,
Okay.
that's the
Is there
illegal
a-
dump site.
You don't have a form, that's just,
Give us permission to clean it up.
oh, okay.
Second.
All right, moved by Mr. Middleton, second by Mr. Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor?
Yeah.
Motion carries.
The next thing I have is 21 Southview Drive, where we clean the tires up. Scott will get feel how to, what you want to turn in, get equipment, labor, whatever, try to get reimbursed for that or what. Okay?
We need a motion for that one as well?
Scott.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
That's a motion for 21 South, moved by Mr.
Second.
Okay.
So it's
Got
about
it.
it.
Mr. Gray, Mr. Gaines. Any discussion?
It's already been clean.
It's been clean.
You got the picture?
Yeah.
We already approved it.
We approved.
We approved to do it, and then we got through with it, I'll just get it, that's it right there.
She asking for an invoice.
Oh, I hadn't got the invoice, I just wanted to make sure it was got.
Oh.
Mr.
Mr. President,
let's carry that motion.
Mr. President, discussion. So let me clarify that second on the motion. So the motion that we are making is to allow us to be able to bill for the cleanup.
Send it to the state.
They won't pay it, and they don't have to, but we're gonna send them a bill.
But that's the motion we're making after it's been cleaned, so we have to make a motion to try to recoup the, funds for it. Okay.
You will take the payment or we'll take the land, it don't make no difference.
They don't have to, they won't, but
They
we're
won't.
gonna do it.
Okay.
I
This is
just
like
like
I hate
to
time
do all
to
the
do that.
paperwork, but I brought it before.
All right.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next thing I have, 10 Rackle Road, we dealt with this address, for a long time. We probably removed over 3,000 tires at the time, we were gonna help the guy try to remove them. Still a bunch of tires, I got, neighbors up there, Mr. Gaines, it's in his area, so I give the picture to him. The guy's still parking abandoned cars on the road after he was told not to. So, I guess it's maybe time the sheriff or somebody should maybe get involved, or whatever the board, whatever the city. 10
Yeah, so
Rackle,
we,
you know,
It's time to do something.
It's time to
We've
do
been dealing with it long enough.
yeah.
It caused the fire, we cleaned it up, bringing more in. I'm tired of dealing with it.
yeah.
And, I don't know what we can do, but legally, but I'm ready to do whatever it is.
So what, Scott, what is the motion that we need, that I need to make?
On the abandoned cars?
No, cars inside, look at this. It caught a fire, well, you probably remember.
Same old guy.
Really, really,
Oh,
the big fire out there,
Yeah.
and we cleaned it up, and now
He's
it's
steady
probably,
bringing in.
it's probably, we probably moved a couple thousand tires, and now it's probably a couple thousand back out there. So what's the motion that we need to move forward?
Let me pull the Ratcliffe file.
He was one supposed to build a border fence, and he did, now it's torn back down, it's in that picture, you can look, picture and see.
We ain't got but about 2 minutes, so. Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe.
all right,
We got 1 minute.
June 17th is when we last adjudicated. They re-adjudicated in 17th. Either he's within the 1 year time frame, or we can just stick a notice in his yard and give him 7 days and then clean it up.
So is it,
24, June 17th.
How many times have we put a sign on the
But I wanna say that we adjudicated it later on, like in October.
we've had him in here 3 or 4 times.
He been 3 or 4 times himself, saying.
But either way, we'll get a hearing, or we'll be able to go ahead and adjudicate it. We just gotta stick with the notice.
so tell me the motion I need to make. So we got 1 minute for
The
bid.
sheriff said he'd take care of the vehicles for the
Well,
gang.
we'll give you a motion as soon as, trace them in, see what
Okay,
We'll do it after.
well, we'll do it after bid on.
Alright.
We got bid on.
Alright, so the church bell says. Robbie, that site on Tubman Circle, that guy's,
Talk about that next.
he's getting
the next-
worse.
It was the next one on
Yeah.
my list, but
That- that's big.
10 o'clock.
All right, Mr. George, come on up.
Good morning, everyone.
Come on.
We have 2 bid openings today for EWP projects. We have EWP project C045, the old Highway 81, site number 1 and 4, Dunbar Bayou, and we have Kingston Road. We have 4 bidders today. We have Gloria BP Construction LLC, Chemo Construction, Midway Construction, and Maynard Landscape. Again, the first one we'll be opening up will be Gloria BP Construction LLC. Their number is 3232.
Which bid is this?
This is for C045.
Which has which ones on it?
Old Highway 801, site number 1, number 4, Dunbar Bayou, and Kingston Road.
Thank you.
You have engineer estimate?
The engineer estimate,
Oh,
Go ahead,
No, go ahead.
the engineer estimate for this project was $1,137,000. Affidavit signed and duplicate. They acknowledge all the addendums, both of the addendums.
Which one is this, Midway?
This bid.
This is Gloria BP Construction. Okay, their bid bond is with Great Midwest Insurance Company. Again, that's Great Midwest Insurance Company. And it's in 5% of their base bid. The proposal has been signed, and their bid is $1,061,836. That's $1,061,836. Okay, next I'll be opening Chemo Construction. Their number is 12423-MC. Okay, their bid bond is with Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, 5% of their base bid. Okay. They acknowledge the addendums. Affidavit been signed and duplicate. And their bid is also the proposal has been signed. Their bid is for $1,254,476. That's $1,254,476. Next, I have Midwest Construction. And their number is 10251-MC. That's 10251-MC. Their bid bond is with the Gray Casualty and Insurance Company. It's 5% of their base bid.
What was that?
That would be
Great who?
the Gray Casualty.
The who?
Casualty, the Gray Casualty. Insurance Company. Addendum has been acknowledged. Affidavit signed and duplicate. Proposal has been signed. Their bid for the project is $643,300.
643?
$643,300.
300.
The next is Maynard Landscaping. Their number is 24546-MC, that's 24546-MC. The affidavit has been signed and duplicate. Their bid bond is with FCCI Insurance Company. That's FCCI Insurance Company. Their bid is they have it on there, and their bid for the project is $875,440.65. That's 875,440.65. That's all the bid for PWPC C045.
That being said, Mr. Ford, isn't that the, one that's all 100% funded by the federal?
It is.
So it's no match with the county on these projects.
You want me to wait it?
Yes, take under advisement, see if you get in here.
Make a motion, take them
I'll second.
Motion by Wes Middleton, second by Warren Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carried. Go ahead.
All right, the second one is for the EWP, project number C079, that is Quitman Road and Kingston Road. The engineering, we had 4 bidders. We had Gloria PP Construction, we had Camo Construction, we had Midway Construction, and we had Maynard Landscaping. The engineering estimate for this project was $330,309. That's 330390. We will go ahead and start with Maynard Landscaping. Their bid bond is with FCCI Insurance Company, and it's 5% of the base bid. Affidavit is signed and duplicate. Proposal has been signed, and their bid is $186,581.23. That's 186,581.23. Next is Gloria BP Construction. Again, their number is 3232. with the Great Midwest Insurance Company. Affidavit is signed and duplicate. Proposal has been signed, and their bid is for $457,117. That's 457,117. Next, I have Camo Construction. Certificate of responsibility number is 12423-MC. Camo Construction. Their bid bond is with Liberty Mutual Insurance Company at 5%. Their base bid. Affidavit is signed and duplicate. Proposal is signed. Their bid is $358,385. That's 358,385. 358,385. And the final bid I have for this project from Midway Construction, whose number is 10251 for MC. And their bid bond is with the Great Casualty Insurance Company. Affidavit signed and duplicate, and their bid for this project is $130,625. That's 130,625. And all those bids for EWP project number C0700.
Okay, I'm
Make a
gonna,
motion to take it under advisement.
all right, motion by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Thank y'all.
Those bids up on, don't walk by you, that's more, we got about a pipe on. Yeah. We got about a pipe on, we get two bids on that, pipe we got going to that road, or we go ahead and get it ordered, once I get two bids on it, then we'll get order that pipe if it's on it, we'll get you project.
No special specs on that pipe.
Well, for 12 gauge, total pipe, that's the reason he's here, I told before, don't run off right quick, where I can go ahead, but it's, 12 gauge is what I did, I like to see it, guess once we award the bid, out to the contractor, or whatever, I know exactly what they're buying, go somewhere else to see if the contractor would want bigger pipe. If the county would buy what he's in your spec, just go with that direction.
Oh,
Okay.
I may elect to pay for a thicker gauge pipe. Where you got 14, go down to 8.
If he's awarded
It's
the
less
contract.
flexible. I may want to do that.
All right.
All
Those
right.
type of hard to deal with when they're flexible.
We'll take him under advisement, we'll talk to
They're
you.
9 foot tall. It's
Okay.
a 9 foot tall pipe.
Okay, I see why we need a thick wall pipe then. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you can continue your report.
Yes. Anyhow, 10 Rack Road, okay. I, had two trees, one on Morgantown Road and one on Dixie Lane that were dead, affecting the road, don't fall. I got two prices for, cutting those two trees down, and I got a price on Arbor Boy Outdoors, and on, Morgantown Road, the one there, Arbor Boy 1,000, Thompson Tree Service one at 1,900. On Dixie Lane,
1,000?
ma'am, Arbor Boy Outdoors is the name. And then Thompson Tree Service was 1,900. The one on Dixie Lane, Arbor Boy one at 1,500, and, Thompson Tree Service one at 2,200. I'd like to go with Arbor Boy on both of those trees.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Middle, second by Mr. Gray. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Thank you. Next thing is spoiled dirt at 18 Pin Oak, Mr. Wilson.
Okay, I got it. Need a motion for spoiled dirt at 18 Pinnock Drive.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Gray. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Okay, we had an EWP that, on Springfield Road, applied, Mike Green looked, whatever, come out, approved, after it was approved, they come back and said it was a state aid route. So they will not do an EWP on a state aid route, and it's affecting our road. We put a pipe in and try to pave it back, it's still right there at the end of the road, it keeps coming, it's a big place. And I was gonna look at the board and talk to the board, Chris Dixon with state aid's coming to town, next week. To look at it with me, but if it's approved by state aid, we can use some of those state aid funds to do this, do this, it won't be an EWP, it'll be something we have to get out of the house.
Is that the one right past Vassar Ranch or?
No, it's on going up the hill from, where Prospect Road is, going up the hill, be on the left, right there, it's right there side of the road. These buys is coming up to these roads as fast as we can fix it. But I just want to bring that forward, board, that it was not approved EWP because it's state aid route, and I talked to Chris Dixon, I talked to the engineer, and like I said, Chris said he'd look at it and see if they could use some state aid funds to do it, we just have to do it, get it out.
Okay. Does he need a motion for anything on that, Scott?
Chris Dixon's gonna come and see what we
Yeah,
get.
let him come look and then maybe try to get with Mr. Ford, I guess, to get a, estimate of what it would cost, with that.
See, bring it down here and see what we can do.
Okay. All right, then we'll bring that forward. On equipment, the backhoe and the loader that we opened up, last week, I know Denise's gonna speak on that, but on the buybacks on those two pieces of equipment, the auction company is gonna give us more for the backhoe than John Deere dealer, on our buybacks. I'd rather go with the auction company on that one. And then on the cat loader, Puckett offers more for, their buyback than the, auction, so, I could go with Puckett on that, So, there's money there. Ma'am, still want you, definitely just open it up, we had come off, leave it all, just leave it off. The old ones, if they're buying back, these are the new ones that you got right there. But I'm just saying, on the buyback, correct, correct. I was just trying to see who would give us one, J and Woods, or these ones buying back. And one, it was better go with the company, and one was J and Woods. Let's see, got that.
So on the backhoe, it's $437,000 guarantee?
No, that's, I'm coming to that right
Okay,
now.
all right.
That J and Woods, if you look on there, that's the 4 dump trucks
Okay.
and a backhoe.
What are you looking on?
I give him the contract, that's the contract from J and Woods. All right, we opened bids on 5 dump trucks. And we had 2 that met specs on the dump trucks to get them. Talked to Mr. Slover on one of them, and we expect October first, because that's when our trucks are coming off. And we had, Burroughs was cheaper, was like $4,000 something cheaper trucks than Truck Works, but they cannot get them to us until December or later. And once we done that, I turned it over to Mr. Slover, because Burroughs had asked, could they buy the trucks that we had, and like Mr. Slover said, we had to open that up to an auction or whatever to do that. Am I correct, Mr. Slover?
But the issue is, number one, the bid,
Said October first.
yeah, said, gave an October first date. The offer that they stated, correct me if I'm wrong, about the offered buyback or whatever, or use until we could get them transferred over, was not on their actual bid, so it can't be considered on your bids. So it was non-responsive, and we are gonna offer, I did accept the other bid, is that the next lowest?
That's what she said, the next bid was there, they could get it in October, and that's the reason I turned it over to Mr. Slover, because it was legal, involved in that. They wanted to.
I asked if that was important to have the vehicles here on time or not, which it is, because we're doing a sale
Truck that are legal.
of our properties, and we're selling our equipment, so we wanna make sure we don't have a gap in our equipment. And so it's a material issue of a bid spec, and it was non-responsive, so you can't accept it.
But that's what you have up there with J.M. Woods, is 4 dump trucks and a John Deere backhoe for $437,000 minus the 7% fees they charge.
What I would encourage the company next time, when they make offers like that, would be to make sure at least it gets on your bid. When you put your bid in, something like that, we can't consider things that are not on the bid. That's,
So who are we going with?
what is it?
On the trucks, Janine's gonna get up and discuss it when we're doing it, but I was just getting rid of what we had, I'm just bringing that up, Janine's gonna.
I need a motion to sign that we can sell the dump trucks and the backhoe, $437,000. Minus the 7 cents to J and Wood.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries.
And all that will be picked up September 16th and 17th by J. All right,
They picking our trucks up?
Yes.
When we getting the new?
I give them a PO for the new truck, they can have them here, they have them.
First, second week of September.
Huh?
First or second week of September, if not before.
I was just asking.
Yeah, that's what I say, I mean, we can't do without trucks. and I
Can't use
understand.
cabin trucks.
Yeah, that's what I say, yeah. So, all right. Let's see. Then, last meeting, and I'm gonna let Scott talk about it since Scott is here. Last meeting, we opened bids on a grapple truck. Or before that, the last meeting, it was agreed upon to purchase a grapple truck. Once we did that, we had
Empire was
a
non-responsive.
question
because
about
of-
it, correct, you're right.
What is the equipment that you said it was?
A grapple truck, a leaf
No,
truck.
I mean, why was it non-responsive?
Why?
Empire, yeah, to the specs.
They couldn't meet the bids on the truck anyhow, or on the body of the truck, they didn't meet it, but we put in there, and we always put in our bids that we need to have a service center within a 50-mile radius. So they questioned that point, why we did, that don't even have nothing to do when they didn't get the bid, because they didn't meet the specs. The two that met the specs were Burroughs and Truck Works. But since it wasn't, since they didn't need the ones put in their bids, they could meet them at a 50-mile radius too. I mean, they both have mobile services, I think. No Truck Works does, and I think Burroughs does too.
What do we normally put into the bid specs? Don't we put in there something along those lines of?
Correct, like our
You would
trucks,
pay to
now,
move it.
dump trucks, we got it in the dump trucks, that a mobile service would be taken care of.
Yeah, or you pick it up and
But
whatever.
the limb truck, it wasn't, so now the question, Mr. Slover said, we're gonna have to rebid it, since
It's non-responsive to the bid.
Correct. But I wanted to bring it up to both of them here, and I didn't know if any one of them wanted to talk about it, but at the end of the day,
that
ma'am.
gravel truck is what you're saying?
no, this is a gravel truck, the limb
Limb
truck.
truck.
The knuckle boom.
The knuckle boom, they both bid, they both were competitive on the bids, they both bid the bed, trucks. Samantha won the bid, by a pretty good bit of money, I don't have them with me, got it with you.
We were at like, 260 or
Yeah,
262, and the other was somewhere
It's
in
about
the 90s.
40,000 difference,
Okay, so why are we bidding it?
because
Because it was non-responsive to the bid,
Because
because it didn't have.
50-mile
it was-
radius.
Yeah, certified mechanic shop.
Now, if you don't mind me,
Ask the
put-
person to be ready.
Yeah, well, state your name
Come on,
and
where
where
you
you
at?
at.
you're gonna make me go to the podium and everything. I'm Samantha with Truck Works. I did, after getting some information saying that, hey, this may be a possibility after y'all had that meeting, I did contact the auditor's office. I got a number, y'all are welcome to contact them as well. The definition that I was given from the auditor's office is, it does not say a dealership, which would mean brick and mortar. It says service center. So you, as a board of Adams County, can define what a service center means to you. Does that mean the realm within which a truck could be serviced? Which means with us and boroughs, both of us have mobile service, we can service within Adams County. We also have brick and mortar that's outside of 50. He said determined, because it says service center and not building, not brick and mortar, determined by whatever the board decides to define that statement as, that's what it means. So if you choose to define that as the area within the, where the truck can be serviced, then it's an applicable bid. If you choose to say, no, we want brick and mortar within 50-mile radius, then yes, it needs to be rebid. But that would be up to you. You would define it within your minutes, however you choose to define it, and that would decide how you would move forward. Okay, so once that is done, that's how the auditor's office would define it as well, because they are your specs. You define them as you see fit.
So, let me ask you this question. In the specs, what was the radius of
50 miles.
50 miles radius?
What does it say, a certified?
Service center.
Service center.
So we've got a
I talked to
certified
audit.
mobile service center.
I talked to audit, they
Certified
said
parts.
that it was non-responsive. I talked to Tom Chain, I think she talked to,
We talked to Tom and then I have to.
I talked to Tom and he said we needed to rebid it, so. And I was trying to look a way around it as well.
That was just what they told us, is, cause I called that, I did not know you were expecting Tom, that's Jay had me call, y'all know how Jay is.
Yep, I talked to him because we were hoping we could go ahead and accept the limb truck and get this thing going, but
Well, the second thing they also said is, there is a PO in place. So technically, at the time we received the PO, how we delivered the truck, you couldn't have given it back.
well, we could, but that's okay.
Let me ask you a question. So, he's saying we gotta rebid this?
That's what audit told us, is that it was non-responsive, so they told me, Tom G.
So what if the bid come back higher than what we did, right?
I mean, you don't, never have to accept any bids that are offered, but we need the limb truck, so it could come back higher.
Do you have a service truck that would come down here and work on it? Is that
Yes,
what you're trying
there's
to
certain
say?
instances that, yes, it is more efficient to bring it to the dealership, but we have a mobile service unit and we have a certified parts delivery service. So everything comes to Adams County,
Sorry, does anybody else have a service center within 50 miles of here?
but nobody that met specs.
But nobody can even meet the specs.
On the actual
Anything
unit.
actual anything.
Empire
Yeah,
is certified,
yeah.
their truck just didn't meet the specs.
Like
Because of
actual
the-
equipment spec.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual equipment specs.
But it would actually be a Western Star, so Western Star truck can actually be serviced anywhere, which you'll have one down the road. But not only that, I'm sorry, I'm Emma Peacock and I'm with Burroughs. Also, we have a mobile service. We also have gentlemen, about 10 retirees that come and get the equipment, take it back to the shop, fix it and bring it back. So y'all guys are not down other than a truck. So I know they were the lowest bidders, and like she said, we all have means of taking care of y'all. So it's just y'all picking.
How much delay is this gonna put on the, getting the truck?
I'll be able to tell you that.
Okay.
First of all, I was gonna suggest, would you all like for me to contact, that'll be 1-2, which is my job anyways, to call, contact state auditor, would you all like me for it to call?
Well,
I mean, if you got two different scenarios. Okay, well,
we just need something right.
Okay, so, first of all, I would have to write up the bid again, put it in the National Democrat, run 2 consecutive weeks, wait 2 weeks after that to do the bid date.
We're in the middle of hurricane.
So it's gonna be, probably the middle or end of September, close to 1st October.
So, Mr. Attorney, there's no way we can make this work.
According to state audit, that was non-responsive. I also don't, that was my suspicion as well when the problem came up, was that the definition of a certified service center is not a mobile unit. That was my first flush reading of it as well. But she's saying you can interpret that however you want. I have to have some sort of a reasonable interpretation.
So,
go ahead, Mr. Miller.
Well, I mean, if we rebid it, it really doesn't change the scenario at all. Because, right, because we're still not gonna be a service center within 50 miles that can
Yes,
provide.
you'll include in your specs, there is a service center, number one, it's Empire.
But they can't provide the truck.
You would fix your specs, because they're supposed to not say, they're supposed to provide, either you have a certified service center, or you'll pay to have it delivered.
Well, that's
to
also
the
in
shop.
there, is
So-
travel is paid for. That is in addition to service center. It's part
It's
of your
supposed
bid.
to be either or, either you do this or this.
So that was in their bid?
It says either you cover the cost of tow, which boroughs owns their own tow truck. We have a deal with hauls that we deal with towing, and we do cover that charge for y'all. That is in the bid spec. All it says is service center within 50 miles. So the definition of that either needs to be brick and mortar or wherever the truck can be serviced, which both of our companies meet those specs if it says where the truck can be serviced compared to brick and mortar.
Your specs
Technically,
are clarified.
and technically, Empires is right down the road, which is also a Western Star and all dealers, so they actually, we are in the 50-mile range. But we're the same.
Go ahead, Mr. Gaines.
I need, so Mr. County, we're going back and forth. What's gonna be the legal thing, the best way to keep us out of trouble? Keep us from going against state audit?
I mean, based on when I talked to them, they said we needed to rebid it. She talks to them and says they.
So I mean, I'm just trying to say, I'm not,
So my advice was to rebid it. That's
So-
what I did last time. I said,
Yeah,
I thought we had
right.
permission to rebid.
so we need to have something in writing, because at the end of the day, we need the trucks, we trying to be competitive, but at the end of the day, we speak by our minutes. Everything has to be legal, other than that, it put us in jeopardy. So, we need the trucks and we definitely need it, but we have to be legal.
Last meeting, we went and authorized us to advertise to rebid it.
What did we do when we did
When we was
that?
at the budget hearing the other day, Scott said we had to rebid it, and so that's what we took, and that's when Samantha, we reached out to Samantha and told Samantha that we were going to have to rebid it, and that's when she had our concerns, because she had already received the PO, because it was brought before the board and approved, but until they questioned the 50-mile service center, which they couldn't even meet specs on anything we bid out anyhow, but they questioned that one question, and that's what probably did for that.
You just need to fix the specs and rebid it. It's the safest thing to do.
Safest thing to do is get something in writing from them people, man, cause
They're not gonna see anything wrong.
well, how the hell we gonna figure out what's right and what's wrong when she got something and then you got
That's what I was
something, and then if she gets, you can call, you gonna get something.
But I'm gonna get the documents, I'm gonna get the numbers, the papers.
Well, why you can't get that?
I don't know, but that's part of my job, to call state audit on things, so.
President Wilson, I have a
Yes.
question. When you say defining certified service, okay? My thing is the audit department define certified service under the guidelines of the Mississippi Department of Rehabilitation Service and other relative state agencies. And then it goes to say, a certified service is a business or organization that have been officially approved by the state to provide specified service often related to disability accommodation, vocational rehabilitation, or government contracted work while meeting strict compliance, quality, and accountability standards. It does not say for as a bid, because this is not a contracted work. So, we need to define what that means.
The bid specs will allow us to use the mobile center, make that clear so that it's. Because state audit said if you adjust it, you try to let them come in under non-compliant, allegedly there could be some other bidder that would have bid had they not thought that they could get around it. That's
Why they can't put that in writing?
What,
they don't.
well, what he just said is, pretty unique, because now if she puts it back out, everybody knows that they don't have to play, and they don't have to have a place within 50 miles because they'll have a service truck. We might need 5 or 6 bidders. The only thing I don't like about this is their bid has already been exposed, and now we're, you showed your hand.
Yeah.
And so,
And there were 9 bids. It's not like we were limited.
Oh, there
It
were
was
9
9 total
The
bids.
defense specs of the truck and the, really not just, but the.
Oh, say that again,
There
right?
was 9 bidders to bid on. Well, but 2, this lady right here and that lady right there, both met specs on the bed of the truck, of what the county spec'd out, and the truck. That was the only 2 that met. And the 50 miles, like I said, is the one company requested it just because we had a 50-mile service center. And we do that on our equipment, and we do that on the dump trucks. But when they bid dump trucks, they stated in that a mobile center could be done.
Okay, so
Just what stated there this time, and it's, but it is what it is, and Mr. Slover's attorney, but I don't know, what I'm saying, and that's what.
So my question being is, since we were the second from her bid, but we do have a technical brick building that can service that truck if we needed to right down the road, why are we not shifted as the, as your?
your bid didn't have to be
I know it's-
suspended.
No, hers would have. If she's right, she's right. She is 40,000 over in a 300-day delivery, and we were immediate delivery 40,000 cheap.
Right, yours is a lot more.
How
No,
far
I'm
out?
not saying that,
How
I'm
far
just
out is your
questioning.
truck right now?
Just like she said,
They're
but,
Okay, I really don't even know why we're talking about this right now.
and I
To be honest.
understand it, I just was
Cause
questioning.
we need
No, and I
the truck.
get that.
We need it for a long time. We can make try to make a motion to see if anybody's willing to vote and go ahead and accept the truck from,
So,
I make
truck
a,
work
let's
as is, so we can get our
make a
truck.
motion pending another call to the state auditor, getting a written.
You say they don't do that.
I mean, I'll ask him
I
if
mean,
Tom will put it in
I
writing.
mean, what would they? I mean,
Sometimes
this
they
is
do, and
verbal.
sometimes they don't, but if you talk to certain people, they
I
will
bet
give
you
you
they
the
will.
argument.
I mean, this is verbal. We need this, I mean, you saying this, but we don't know they saying this. It's
You
verbal.
comfortable with
Tell
that?
me what they said.
Yeah.
you got 2 different things.
I got some one stuff.
Not a problem, we can talk to you then.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
When I call the state auditor, they normally give me the legal aspect of it. And then they say, okay, but in addition, your board has right to overrule whatever is being signed. We just tell you the legal way, and they say, yeah, it's legal to do this, and then the board comes in and make a decision. I will call them and I speak to a certain person that I usually speak to that can give me the information written down as far as what you're saying, or if that's what you all would like. I suggest you get a third one, to try to close this out, but it's up to you all.
The biggest thing that I see in this whole deal is the fact that they can't deliver a truck for 300 days, and we need one now. If you gonna make a motion pending,
Pending her
her
legal
getting written advisement from
Yeah.
the state auditor, we will accept, truck works.
Second.
Motion by, yeah, Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Middleton. Any more discussion? Where are you slipping off to? We got a
To
vote
the
coming
men, bro, I ain't going nowhere. I don't run away from no vote,
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Any nays? Motion carries.
That's all I have.
Thank you. And you told me that you're gonna check on Tubman Circle while those guys are piling. They're coming out in the street now.
Talk back to it and the same way we did Mr. Gray's on, Southview Drive. If they're out in the street and they're there and you know, he made a motion for us to go ahead and clean it up under legal. And so once I talked to legal, we went out and cleaned it up. I carried the sheriff deputy with me to clean it up and get it off that property.
Have we stuck a sign in the yard there?
I hadn't done anything because.
Do we need to make a motion to do that now?
Before the board.
Do you know what that address is? 139 or?
Well, I'm gonna get the right address, but I will get it.
All right, we're gonna get the right address.
And then get right address.
There's a sign on Tubman Circle that has the tires out, all the way out into the street now. Same thing's going on with the guy on out there. I need no, not quite, it's building though. Need a motion to,
So moved.
put a sign in that yard to tell them they need to clean that place up. Moved by Mr. Middleton,
Second.
second by Mr. Kenny.
Hey, real quick.
All in favor? Any nays?
Well,
Motion
yeah,
carried. Tubman Circle tires all the way out in the road at a house.
I'm voting for it. Hey, it's clear.
I was just messing with you.
Where you going?
Um,
Let me go to the next.
okay.
Robbie, did you look at that tree on Providence? I sent you pictures of it right there. Huh?
It's not with that going on right now, but yeah, I guess I had. What's the address? I know you sent that picture.
I'll text you.
Trying to get all the stuff.
Yeah, no, I'll take, when you mention those other trees, I just wanted to, I'll text it to you.
Okay. Did you have anything else?
I'm pretty sure.
Me, I haven't even started.
Oh, you hadn't even started, okay. I said, this is the third time you've been up there. though.
Yeah, because there's been so much going on with Brad and
I'm
Rob,
just-
I haven't even done my part.
Come on, you go ahead.
All right, good morning, Denise Price, purchase order for Adams County. Firstly, I would like to spread the procurement credit card and travel credit card across the minutes for approval for July.
You heard the request?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gaines, second by Ms. Hutchins. All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Okay, I went to the office and I got a printout of the, order for the showers, passed it on. It did not specifically break down, labor on there, you just broke it down for first payment, second payment, and third payment. Did you all look at it? I know you wanna even know about the labor.
Yeah.
Oh, on,
Yeah, she looked
what
at
did you
They
email
don't have
her?
it. They don't have it.
If you look at it, she just said first payment and what that includes, second payment and third payment.
It doesn't, just deal with it.
We can see what we want. Yeah, like break down, make sure it's made.
All right, you go on the next thing, Marvin.
Okay, all right, next I would like to spread across the minutes, Veritone, a supplier that's, has a sole source letter, and it's for the, sheriff department, it's for $48.43 for some AI investigation tool. And it's gonna be used by the Seized Drug Fund. They're
How
gonna
much
be
is it?
paid $48.43. They're gonna use the Seized Drug Fund for funding. I just need to give a copy of the sole source letter and get across the minutes.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gaines. Need a second?
No, I'm sorry. Take that back. That wasn't the price. I'm sorry. I had put down what was in the account. That's changed. I'm sorry. It's for $25,000. I'm sorry. I was looking at what was in the budget for that,
Okay.
25,000.
Did you get that change?
25 straight.
25 each, total for term is 25,000 each, so. I had wrote down what was in the budget in case you all asked.
Second by Mr. Gray. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
Okay, so on August 7th, we had the bids for the dump truck and the backhoe loaders. So I'm gonna go over the one for the backhoe loader and the four-wheel drive loader. So for the backhoe loader, Puckett's price was $134,539, 60-month buyback, $66,500. John Deere's price for the backhoe loader was $148,872.78. The 60-month buyback was $65,000 even. So the lowest and best bid is Puckett, $134,539 with the $66,500 buyback.
Okay. You wanna go ahead and give us the other? 'Cause you got
Okay,
another
wanna
one.
go with that?
Yeah.
All right, the four-wheel loader, Puckett's price was $221,003.22. The 60-month buyback was $125,500. John Deere's price for the four-wheel loader was $220,081.45. 60-month buyback, $115,000 even. The lowest and best bid is, due to the 60-month buyback of $125,500 is Puckett.
Okay.
Not the price was higher, but the buyback, so I wanna make sure we get that.
I need a motion to use the two lowest and best bids, for the, backhoe loader and four-wheel drive loader.
So,
Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Ayes have it. Motion carries.
okay. Let me get those. The last one is the dozers we had, the dump trucks, I'm sorry. We had, bid on August 7th as well. We had 3 bids, Truck Works, their Tatum one was $182,000 even, and the 3-year buyback, $115,000. And on the single wheel truck, $160,000, yep, it was 2 of those, and $70,000 3-year buyback. And for the other one was Boros, their total was $181,386, and the 3-year buyback was $120,000. One Nation did not meet the specs of, we needed it by October, they could deliver it in December. No,
That's Burroughs.
they didn't meet the
They
specs.
didn't meet the specs of Burroughs.
Burroughs did, because what is it?
And on the single wheel truck, Burroughs was at 159,200, 3-year buyback was 65,000. But Burroughs could deliver trucks to December or after. Our trucks are supposed to be here by October 1, what was in the spec, because they're picking other ones up mid-September, what I was telling you, so that's the reason.
So.
Did you say there was a third bidder?
It was more
And
than that, but they didn't meet the specs.
They didn't meet
of the trucks, correct.
So, the lowest and best bidder is,
Truck.
cause they're gonna deliver the trucks on time. Okay. I need a motion to approve the lowest and best bidder, Truck Works.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Gaines, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? Any discussion?
That
I'm
was
sorry. I think he's throwing his voice.
You know what I mean?
You ever been trouble? All right, any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries.
Scott, want me to go ahead and bring up the 2 that I do have that has 2 bids to come up with a decision or what?
I was gonna talk to Paige and Brady about that,
So
for the
do you
minutes.
go ahead and bring these up while I'm here or wait?
I don't know, I think I wanted me to know about, are you talking about something different?
The two quotes
2 quotes for what?
for anything over $5,000.
I was gonna talk to our clerks about it and see why.
I said, so I wait till the next
Yeah,
meeting?
just
Okay.
next
All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have any questions?
Who's last, Sheriff?
Yes.
You-
Yes, sir. I don't have much for you all today, which is great. You did a great job taking care of all that.
2 months.
You didn't work across the board. How y'all doing today? I just have, two things, maybe two things. The first is new hires, and I believe you already had it, President Wilson.
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Conlon, I'll make sure, I know you have it too, but I know you have it already. So, first one is gonna be Brianna Mayberry, she's a rehire, $17.86 an hour, $37,148.80.
Okay.
And that's something, that's the deputy. Court. And the other one is Ray Abraham, going to the jail at $13.23 an hour, which is $27,518.40. I did want you all to know, also, I know Supervisor Gaines, you always asking about Project Nova, which is great, I'm glad you're asking about that. Right now, they'll be back in town tomorrow. We have 56 of the 64 cameras working, and with that grant that all 4 agencies went in on, back about a year or so ago, they added an additional 31 cameras onto that as well, in the city and the county, so that's great news. One thing
Hey, we gotta finish these hires so I can.
Oh, I'm sorry.
carry this motion. Didn't you have some more, or that's all you had?
That's all I had.
I just got Erica. Okay, I need a motion by Mrs. Gaines, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Motion carried. Okay, now you go ahead.
All right. One thing I would ask the board to consider, you know, a lot of cities have done this, and some people push back on it, some don't. But as we move forward, especially going through the budget year, going into next budget year, I really would ask that y'all would consider putting a couple of LPRs on the main entrances and exits to the community. I can't tell you all how helpful that has been, and here and across the nation, with putting people around, putting people in your community that say they work there. LPR.
License plate readers.
License plate readers.
Sheriff, have the prices gone down on any of that stuff, and are there any grants?
There's always grants, but you know, a lot of grant funding got cut this year, reallocated. But we do have people that I've been talking to, that I would love to get down here in front of the board, because if we could put some 61 north, south, going across the grid, out 84, I'm telling y'all, that would be a game changer for all the law enforcement in this area.
You know we agree with that 100%, we just need to know how much it's gonna cost.
I will work on that, Ian. I will absolutely work on that, because criminals, law enforcement have boundaries, criminals don't. So that would help ease a lot of the legwork. And like this Veritone system that we're getting off the Seas funds, that's a very important system. That system, with the new AI technology they have, you'll be able to put in 5'10" male, black, white, mixed, Hispanic, and this system will pick it up. And that's something we use in drug fund to get. So that coupled with the LPR will put us where we need to be more effective on these investigations, especially when you know the killers are coming from out of town, but that's what everybody do nowadays. Instead of them doing it themselves, they'll have people come in from out of town, kill, and then go back out of town. Well, we can kind of hinder some of that if we put those LPRs up, which comes with cameras. So whether it's your tag, or whether it's a picture of the vehicle, it will be extremely difficult for a investigating person. So that's why I just wanted to bring it up.
What's the price on?
I will find out. I don't want to quote you, because depending on which ones you go with, like if you give them data, if you let them access certain data, they give it to you for free. So I will come back to you with something solid next meeting, or before next meeting. Matter of fact, I'll email y'all out.
So,
Okay.
Mr. President?
Yes,
May I ask a question?
go ahead.
Sheriff, so in getting your information, is it possible that you maybe could have, you're getting the price to people who you get information for to come and present before the board?
Absolutely, absolutely. I got a couple of them right now that's ready to go, but we'll narrow that down.
So I understand, I understand what you're doing and I trust it, but you gotta do some research and you can't tell it like the people who said it or the people who have experienced it. So, if possible, if it's okay with the board, I ask that you maybe at least come down and let them explain what we got.
Not a problem. Not a problem. And it'll be helpful for us too, because see, once we set up that system, we have certain other systems within the sheriff office that'll feed right into it. It's just gonna improve it all the way around. So I definitely before next board, we can have y'all something in the email and have somebody ready to show up.
Okay.
That's all I have. Keep it simple today. Scott, look at you. Thank y'all.
Sheriff, could I ask you a question before you go?
Sure.
I'm hearing, and I haven't seen any of the video, but you know anything about a bunch of fights breaking out at Natchez High?
Yeah, I don't know the details of it, but it was a pretty big fight over there.
Yeah, they had a fight.
It was a pretty big fight there.
I didn't know if y'all were called to it or what, but it's funny that we don't hear about that kind of stuff until it gets brought up through social media or whatever. Or some kids tell their parents and their parents start calling.
What they calling us for?
Well, it says Natchez Adams County School District.
Let me say this, Mr. President. I've been dealing with, we all have been dealing with school districts for a while. And my daughter went to Cathedral. And Natchez High, have fights. And it be reported. And when Cathedral used to have fights, you didn't see nothing, nowhere about what happened at Cathedral. So if we want to get into bringing up fights and all that, then it need to be all the way across the board, because me as a supervisor, I'm not, even though my daughter went to Cathedral, I'm not going to sit up here and talk about something negative when it happened in Natchez High and it happens to all the schools. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Cathedral gave my daughter the best education she could get. But guess what? They had more drugs at Cathedral than they had anyway. So it is what it is.
Normally, when you say a fight, that'd be like you and me fighting, okay, in school. It's not 10 or 15 or 20 people. Was that the case at Natchez High? That it might have been 15 or 20 people, not 2?
I don't know how many was over there, because I'm not sure whether the sheriff officer responded or not, but I did see the video, and I'm gonna say this, with fights and things, whether it's one or a bunch, they don't report them to the juvenile records to see them, and they are very, 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 strict about what you can and can't say. So it was several of them fighting. I know the videos are floating. I know everybody's seen them too. It was a lot of them. I don't know the reason, don't know why, but I know a lot of people were hauled off, and they gonna answer for their actions to juvenile court.
But my thing is supervisor, as supervisor, that's your job to take care of those things, not supervisor's job to take care of those things. So we shouldn't even be bringing that up in this board meeting. That's your job. So, and I totally agree with Supervisor Gray. My daughters, a daughter went through, nieces, nephews, everybody went through Cathedral. So, my daughter got in a fight at Cathedral, and it never was brought up.
With one person or 10?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. If it's a gang fight or something, there's something wrong.
A fight is a fight.
I disagree. You can't protect those children. We gotta figure out a way to protect them.
Well, my thing, a fight is a fight.
I agree with the kids need to be
He just
protected.
brought up something though. He just brought up something. I'm glad you brought it up. He brought up kids need to be protected. Schools just reached out again about going back to having school resource officers. So while y'all thinking about protection, keep that in
Thinking
mind.
about paying another resource officer.
Keep that in mind, because they literally just reached out before this big incident happened, or before this incident happened over there. They literally just reached out and asked about considering bringing school resource officers back. And with all the things I've seen and all the conferences I've been to, it shouldn't be a school in this county without a school resource officer. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. But that's because I've been in rooms where the people who have lost children are sitting there talking and telling their testimonies in person. And it shakes you to the bone when you think about where you see your kids to, no matter whether it's public or private school, because it can happen anywhere. People are walking up in churches and killing people for no reason. Right?
Well, you know, it used to be as a 17, 18-year-olds once you had problems, but now you're dealing with 13, 14, and 15-year-olds, and that's a whole different thing. We didn't get in that much trouble when we were kids. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just
but
what,
we ain't have all these drugs
No.
they got now, Mr. President. If you go sit outside one of them vapor places and look at the kids be going in and out of them places,
You're right.
and the
I think
stuff that they be on, it'll make you do what you
I
talk.
wonder if we're not gonna have to do, I don't know if we can do it or not. I know some of the counties in the state or cities have banned kratom in the vape shops for anybody under a certain age.
It's a,
Advertising that they have it.
yeah. And
By Subway.
you're right, and it is a crackdown going on. The Sheriff's Association has been talking about it in certain counties. And I have to get with the AG to see what their actual opinion is on that and see what can we legally do. Because right now, I don't know what people realize, but law enforcement everywhere is short. When you call ATF, the FBI, and the state, everybody is short. We are extremely
If you
fortunate.
look into that and you find out if there's legislation or other counties or municipalities are doing that, I mean, I know they're gonna throw a fit because a lot of these are these Indian, Pakistani stores that are doing it. And they're making more money than anybody in this county, including the people in the oil field. So,
I will look into that because they sent something out, but I don't know if it's, I gotta check with the AG to see whether it was, and I'll send it to you, Scott, and Missy too. Cause I gotta
so
see
much money in it.
whether that was just that county who put some ordinance in or whether that came from the state. So I will.
God, you don't mind looking into that too, about
I'll
these
send it to
stores
you.
are selling all these vapes and kratom, and they'll sell to a 13-year-old.
Well,
They're not checking.
we're gonna work on that one, because like I say, the Sheriff Association as a whole, that's gotten everybody's attention, because see, what people don't realize about vapes, and I don't have the name of it right off the top of my head, but there is only one vape that is certified by the, what is it, Scott, what's the government regulating agency, I can't think of the name. FDA, yes. It's only one vape that is actually certified. So all these other ones that you see are not certified, but the problem is, when they came out, the vapes were ahead of the laws. And so the laws hadn't caught up to where it has the teeth where we can just come in and do what we need to do, but that's changing in the state.
Well, I talked to the sheriff a couple weeks ago about the one across from Wendy's, and you can sit there in that gym and watch it, and it's a revolving door. It does not stop. I mean, and I've witnessed some pretty bad stuff. I mean, people urinating in the parking lot. I mean, it's
You had a shooting over there.
it's bad.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's, you, really on a Sunday, you can go to I go to the gym sometimes Sunday afternoon, you can go and when Sports Center and all that's closed, you can really see where the traffic is. And, going in and out of that place, I mean, I'm telling you, it's, and it's black, white, young, old,
Everybody.
and I'm telling you, it is nonstop traffic in and out of that place.
See, when you talk to the feds, what they're starting to do is they putting other things in these vapes like fentanyl. And some of these kids' lungs are disintegrating and they're dying.
I'm gonna tell you, 10 years from now, there's gonna be so many people with respiratory problems, and young people with respiratory problems, and no, they'll never make 40 years old.
They won't even be 10 years.
Yeah.
But I'll get back with you on that, because I do talk quite frequently with the AG's office, and I seen this thing come out, but I just gotta see whether that was for all shares or whether it was just that particular county share that did it. And if it covers us all, it's all.
Yeah, I need to
Okay.
talk to the city.
Is that all departmental reports?
Find out it's illegal to be that close to a school.
Public comment. Any public comment?
You all have something for public comment? I mean, if you wanna ask about it, I have something here.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
I think I've been here more times than some of you might remember.
I thought you were doing a departmental report.
I'm also doing that too, but the issue here is, I've been here several times, and I was hoping to get some news, good news anyway.
Name and address?
Benedict Udemba, 225 Morgantown Road. The county did me wrong, and the county been trying for 10 years now or more to correct the mistake that they made or they initiated. Last time, I believe in May, I came and I was promised that something will come up. I haven't heard anything, so I came today to see if you all have some answers for me, because the information I had, I was given last time was that we want to meet with other agencies that might help reduce the cost. So I haven't heard officially, so I came today to see if you all have a way to control the problem that the county caused in my property. The issue here that used to be one big hole, now we have second one. So everything on the left side, right side, and the road are coming into my yard. I remember sending the quote-unquote video to the secretariat. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to send it to all of you supervisors to see how bad it looked. So my question is, you all have answer for me to correct the erosion, because it's becoming worse. 10 years ago, I was told to do certain things that they'll come back and help. Twice this year I've been here, and now I want to hear from you if you all have some good answers. If not, what's your plan?
Go ahead.
Because we are not happy.
So, I did talk to Mr. Udemba. I think he called me on last week. We applied for a EWP. If y'all remember, bring you up to speed, the erosion had came close to his power source, underground power line. We met with Mike Green, NRCS. We did apply for it, and he called me and I called Robert. So at this point, NRCS turned the project down again.
Has denied it, said erosion's not an immediate threat to the house, which the day we met out there and we discussed it, we talked about it, Mike thought it would probably be approved because it was his power source to his house, and it goes underground from his pole to his house is where it goes. Well, they denied it, is what I've got from NRCS right here. It says erosion not immediate threat to the house, is what they're saying. But you know, it's gonna get the power pole. It's already got one power pole, which me and Mr. Gaines saw it. They had to reroute his power from Wolfentown Road to come back out, hit the road, and then come back across to him instead of coming through the way they came, because it's, you know, a threat to his house, so it took his power there. Then they rerouted the power, now it's there. You know, far as county-wise, I don't know. I know back when President Grinnell was president, he was president at the time, board. We went out, me, him, and Mr. Marlowe went out and met Mr. Benedict. They had told him at the time what nothing the county could do, that the county wasn't responsible. But, as you say, Mr. Grant, a lot of water comes across all these roads through there. I know Mr. Gaines is dealing with it at the church. Mr. Gray, you just sent me something last week at the church, that they have spent some more money out of their pocket. What the engineer suggested to us, what we did, they said would help it, which it is. What part we did, they worked on the other side. They worked around the graves, the church did. But like I said, and then Mr. Tommy Smith down the road is having the same issue. Mr. Benedict's had all the water crossing over town roads coming through a box, it's contained in one area, going under the road through a culvert, and going on that property and watching Mr. Benedict, Mr. Smith. And now the church was there, has addressed some of theirs, we addressed some of it too. I don't know at this point, I know Scott, you said before on legal terms, if we could prove that it was coming from a county, that we could do something, correct me if I'm right or wrong.
Look up, man.
Yes, it's a statute.
Put him up there. I'm thinking, I'm sorry, but what I'm saying is that when we talk about this thing here, it looks like it's abstract. I would like the opportunity for some of you or all of you to come by there and see. And you realize that this is real, that the county created this problem. The county should take care of it. I know we went to RCA or whatever they are, and they're telling me that the cost is not high enough for them to become involved. Not just that it's not this clear. They say the county can take care of it. If it's like 100,000 or 75,000 and more, maybe they will come in. But it's below that, therefore they don't do anything below certain amount. Danger because of electricity. The original one, if you all come there, I'll show you where the original issue is or was. Then the Grenell and others asked me to redirect that, and I spent a lot of money to build fan and took it around and went at least 2 football fields. And now it has started coming back. If it's raining, you would think it's the Mississippi River coming down there. Has any of you seen the video that was sent to you? If you don't, I cannot pull my one in my phone and show it to you. The boat can go there. The county created the problem, the state did not, and the national city did not. The county can take care of it. I'm begging, I'm pleading for over 10 years. Time will come, I don't want to put a black eye on Adams County because I can take other actions. Even the attorney here can say what he wants to say, but I can protect my property because that's life. That's my house. Okay, if you upgrade that, I can go there and buy things and block that, and the road will no longer go there because nobody will be going on the road. I'll block it. I'll sue the Adams County, and the name will be there. I'll call the media, and they will be there. And the other things that I can do that will make us look really like what, 50 years ago. I don't want to go there. I'll plead, I'm pleading. You all come and see that. It's not raining, but you can see how bad it is. Yeah, I spent over 10,000 to do what the Adams County asked me to do during Grenell. And now he has come back, and I don't have that much money to spend because I'm retired. Okay? I'm retired.
How far on private property are the problems?
It's a good ways
off
the road to it, but as he said, and he just said, and I think every one of y'all heard him what he said, he spent over $10,000 out of his pocket.
Yes.
And that was on the direction of Mr. Marlowe when Darrell was here. The engineer told him what to do, where to build a berm and all, and he did exactly what they told him to do.
Push it back down there to go.
And now where it comes and hits, it goes around, instead of putting the pipe in, carrying it to the bottom, they carried it around, it goes around, now it's coming out right there by that fire pole, and it's eating all the way back up. And, 4 or 5 more rains, it's gonna be up there, I mean.
So if they had to put pipe in to start with, and carried it off down to the bottom.
That was my thought, when you trapped it here, if they would've put, a catch basin and put a pipe out, a 24-inch pipe down towards the bottom, and I offered the money he spent to build the berm, he could've went to the bottom, and when it come there, it would've went on, it wouldn't have caused this other erosion issue that's taking place. I mean, that's my thoughts, I mean, Mr. Gaines, you've looked at it just as well as I have.
What can we do on private property though?
I
mean, that's what I said.
Yeah, I mean, if water is getting diverted from the city, from the county's roads or whatever, you can, there's a statute that allows you to do certain things. So I have to send it to y'all. I'll send it to you.
I already know.
It's interesting, like I said, the issue here is that when we talk about that now, it looks like that is something out of the field. The issue talk about how far it's from the field. If you come there, I'll show you, it was close to the road. But when I spend a lot of money to bring trucks and build it from there, several trees have fallen before I get to the older area where we have pipes. And then I went beyond that, I take it to the back. If I show you the original place where it is, it's almost by the road. But I have to build it to at least make my yard look decent and put grass all over it. It's almost instant for the road. But because of the work I did, then I didn't know, I made a mistake by trying to make it look good and then redirect it to the back. So if you look at the back now, you say it's far away from the road. No, it wasn't far away from the road. It's far away from the road because I brought about 20 dirty trucks to fill my compound and planted, grass on it and build barn that make it to go back there. You all can see it's not far from the road, but you come out and say, okay, it's two football field. No, it wasn't. Two big football field because I tried to reclaim my property. And now it's even worse. If it rains, you can hear the sound from the road. And it's now coming to my house. I don't want to sell it, but maybe you all can buy it. And if it falls, that becomes even, criminal intent because I put the county on notice. Anything that happens to me or my property, the county will be liable to that. You can ask your learned man there. But, the issue here is that we teachers, we didn't teach the lawyers everything we know. We know some things that they don't know, but I don't want to go there. So I need your help. I'm giving you time to budget.
I'm gonna meet with Robbie. I wanna go out there and look at it. I have not seen it.
I'll show
other than
you
the
exactly
pictures.
what it is. Thank you.
And we'll get back.
All right.
All right, thank you. Okay, coming to the table. Mr. Gray?
This is 18th, so when we gonna get the budget?
When you gonna get the budget? I mean, I'm working on it. I've got the expenses pulled together, the revenues, but I'm studying on how to calculate them all. So I'm working on it.
I'm just going by what I always went by, that was in our book to say the budget is presented at the August meeting of the Board of Supervisors, advertised to the public proposed budget and tax levy, and be adopted by September 15th.
So yes, we do have to publish it. Which one was she the last one? Is that came on twice?
The only question I'm asking Ms. Carter is, before you do anything, we got to have it.
I know, and I have that on my list of things to
Okay.
discuss.
All right. I was listening to the mayor and Ms. Tawana Williams, and it's about the workforce development and the programs that they had, the CDL, the carpentry, the electricians, the welding, the heavy equipment, plumbing, masonry, and code academy. I'm not talking about nobody, but all this stuff is free. And if they got somebody to teach somebody how to operate heavy equipment, I just think we need to take advantage of that. Just my opinion. Maybe all our people know how to operate heavy equipment. But I heard they say the city's gonna do something like a co-op or whoever is out there taking those courses, then they might be possibly working with the city or doing whatever. I thought that was a good idea. And all of this is free. So, Mr. President, I went to a foreign country in 2004, and I happened to go by a school, and they told me, I asked them, I say, I seen all these young folks out working. I asked them, I said, well, how old are you? They said, 18. How you learn to do all this? They always separated the people that was going to college from the people that wasn't going to college, and the ones that wasn't going to college, they took up all these trades in school. So that means from junior high to high school, they taking up whatever. That means you got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 to take all this stuff up. And by the time you graduate, you done mastered this stuff because you've been doing it so long. And I see now that the public school district is kind of like going toward something like that, and it will benefit this community. And the workforce development. Now, this is what I heard the mayor and Ms. Tawana Williams say, that they have so many people now that they done outgrow wherever they at. And from what I heard, they're gonna utilize the middle school to set up something over at the middle school to, because they got too many people in the program. So they're gonna use a portion of Robert Lewis Middle School too. And my sympathy goes out to the tenor, Ware, Harris, Lemon, Jackson, Green, Singleton, Calco, Reed, and kind of been kind of hard time for me because in the last 2 months, I have lost 5 classmates in the last 2 months. That's a lot of people in one class to lose in the last 2 months. That concludes my report.
That's great. Ms. Hutchins?
I don't have anything.
Thank you.
I don't really have a lot. I do want to touch on the workforce development. I've been not following it as close, but you know, that project that we did, city, county, and school board, it has been really successful. Like Mr. Gray said, it has taken off. I think I seen the email where they have found a brick masonry instructor. They have carpentry, electrical, plumbing, and brick mason, and that is so when you get the community. Each program is, they partner with Colin, and the programs have outgrown the space that Colin have. So that is a step in the right direction to, you know, get skilled people back in the community because, you know, we all know if you got something to do, it is hard to find a skilled person to do anything that's gonna do it right and treat you right. So that has been a acquired success, hadn't been much talked about, but it's been a really, really great success, and it looked like it's growing every day. And so there's that. And I do want to say, you know I've been getting a lot of calls. I'm pretty much all the other supervisors been getting a lot of calls about grass and everything, a few things like that. But I do want to just say to the people that I represent, we have had a tons of trouble, and I know it's not making excuses, but we are working. If you call myself, you call the road manager, you call our offices, we have been, they have been really good trying to answer people's questions. And I also want to make let folks know too, it is definitely a difference between the county and the state right of way. I've been had a few calls on state not cutting grass, and the state cuts grass, and the county is not allowed to cut state right of way. So I know they hold supervisors responsible for everything, but we are not responsible for that. And so we are trying to make rounds, and I'm just speaking on that end, but I'm pretty much sure I'm speaking as every supervisor here. We all have had calls because grass is overgrown everywhere and things like that, but and it's not because we behind. We had a lot of rain. Looked like the chemicals didn't stunt the grass. We had tons of breakdowns, but we are trying, and if you give us an opportunity that we will answer those calls. And I yield the floor, Mr. President.
Mr. President?
Yes.
This is some different kind of rain we're getting because you can cut grass one day and 2 days, 3 days later, it's right back. I ain't never seen this kind of rain.
This August sun's gonna finish that grass off eventually. It's starting to blunt it a little bit. Mr. Nelson?
Yes, sir. Last meeting, we had a large turnout of landowners and oil producers on Carthage Point Road. I know the road department's been working hard to fill that hole, but I want to go back to the fact of December 1983, this county purchased a right-of-way, December 1983. It's on a warranty deed in the courthouse. It's on the tax map, and at this time, I would like to make a motion to file an injunction to have the Johnson family remove the gate on the county-owned right-of-way on Carthage Point Road.
Scott?
Yeah.
Need a motion.
You brought up the fact that we purchased a right-of-way in December of 1983, I believe. through the Johnson tract before the Johnsons that have now even own the land. And they've got the gate locked, and he wants to file an injunction against them and make them open that up. So he's asked for a motion, or he's made a motion to that effect. And I'll second it, because I'm hearing about it too. Discussion.
Robert, where we at with them, access to that road?
Hope they gonna haul oil out today.
You gonna haul oil out today?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
They just tried to call me when I was sitting here and I texted him. Told him I was a board meeting, but they could. We crossed the hole last Thursday. It's not near about finished, we still got a lot of work to do, but they can't make it all the way to the back gate. The Coffin gate, we got it in the back last time, talking, he can make it up, and he's the furthest landowner on the public part. So they can make it there. I drove back there last week in my truck, Thursday when we crossed the hole, got it crossed. I drove from there all the way to the gate and back out. We graded to the gate, but like I said, there's still a lot of work to be done. I mean, it is passable.
But you can get in and out,
It is passable, but like I said, it's, we don't have to levy as wide as we need it and all, but we've got it where you can cross. Hopefully today he'll get his trucks in and try to start coming out with his order. But he tried to call me just a few minutes ago when I was here, and I texted him, told him I was in a board meeting, then looked like he could be in and out. I'm sure he knows, I'm sure he's been down the weekend looking, because he was there Thursday when I was there when we got across. And he was there with me,
So Scott, have you had any more contact with,
When it's got the oil.
Representative, Johnson on this issue? Have y'all had any discussion? Have anybody had any more discussion about it? I know we was talking about maybe, they're prepared to go legal, so I don't know where you was going. I know he said that they're prepared to fight on the legal side if something happened. I don't really know. So nobody had any contact since we left the last meeting, but they are able to go in and out and access the property and move oil out.
I wanna make this real clear. They're able to go in now. They haven't been able to go in for 2 months. And when this blows out on the next flood, we're gonna be right back at the same problem.
So is this the same motion we made last week?
It's county owned right away that is blocked off by gates that need to come down.
I call for the question.
More discussion here. If we allow what was said in the last meeting,
You can't call for the question until each person's had a chance to talk to Supervisor Gray. Sorry. You looked at me asking why.
I ain't asked you why, I just looked.
Okay.
if
I
we,
want to make sure I wasn't.
they have basically came to us and are daring us to use the right of way, or telling us we can't, that we don't have one.
Yes,
We bought one, so if we don't fight this now, we're basically saying, hey, we're not gonna have it anymore, we're just gonna let you have it. And the county has already purchased it in the past, so it is a deeded right of way. This isn't a right of way by prescription or by use. This is a deeded right of way. And we don't need to lose it.
I got a discussion. Rob, you said right now they can get in and out with no problem, calling on.
As of today,
As of
depends on
today.
rain and what's coming in, but as of today, they can cross. Like I said, I crossed it last Thursday. I went all the way to the back, put a gate in that work truck out there, all the way to the back, and all the way to the back. But as it starts raining and doing, so we're just hauling the dirt and trying to put a little gravel as we go until we get it completed, up to the height we need it and all. I mean, it's passable, let me put it that way, I'm gonna leave it here.
So once it's completed, I heard Wes say we get a rain, whatever, all of it's gonna blow out again. But once it's completed, will we have any problems with blowouts or
Well, we've
anything?
had problems with it ever since I've been here, and ever since you've
And
been
you're
here,
saying
you know
that
that.
once we get it
But
completed?
once we get it completed, if we don't get that back rip wrapped and, spend that money to do that and get it dry enough, and that ain't no guarantee it's gonna hold. I can't sit here and say that. Water's powerful. Water's powerful. I mean, it'll blow some boxes out down at Lake Mary down there when we go to the Nares. We spent money doing EWP, got to go put the boxes, re-poured, redone, re-rip wrap. Right now, I need to go, they sent Wes pictures last week, I ain't had time to get there. And it's about that wide, I mean, you know, they can cross it, but you better be careful in there, cause somebody's gonna run off with it. I mean, he's got pictures where the people at the narrative sent to it, and that same situation with this is, when that water comes up, it comes across, and it's got drip wrap, it's got concrete boxes, it's got a way to get, this is not, this is dead end sitting there. And as that river keeps getting to it, I mean, the pressure on it's what ends up making it flow out. So, I can't say it's a guarantee once we rip that, I can't say that, but it should be better than what it is once we finish it and what it's been in the past, but I can't say so much.
2 years ago, did y'all work that right away?
Yeah, we rebuilt it back to what we had. We just didn't, like I said, the rip out. I hope it's gonna help, but I mean, we rebuilt it. I probably pulled it since I've been here, I don't know, 6, 7 times since I've been here, 12, 13, 14 years.
Mr. Doug, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How long you been here?
14, 13, 14.
So that road blowed out, I don't know how many times, right?
I've probably done it 6 or
So
7
let me
times.
ask you a question. Have the Johnsons ever denied you or this county from going on their property or doing whatever you had to do? Have they
Well,
ever
let me
denied
say
you,
this,
the county?
I did not ask this year to go around like we
Okay.
have in the past, cause.
So have they ever denied you?
Well, let me say this, the last time it happened, when we fixed it, I come before this board, it should be on the minutes, it should be here, I come before this board and said, Mr. Johnson said this is gonna be it, I'm planting trees, and the county will not be able to come back through or get material off my property.
Okay,
And I
have they
came
ever
before the
denied
board.
you?
At that point, he did 2 or 3 years ago, when we rebuilt it back, is what he told me, so I come before the board and told the board
Robbie,
he's planting trees.
Have they ever denied you
I
from?
just answered that. I
Is
just
it
said
yes or
at that
no?
point, he told us we could not go
Is
through
it a
there.
yes or no?
I just said, he said we could not go through there anymore.
So he
After that,
denied you?
He denied at that point.
I called for the question.
One more thing there. 42 years ago, the board decided they needed that right of way and they bought that right of way. Now, we gonna sit here and act like we don't have the foresight to know that we're gonna need it again? If we own it, why would we let it go?
I don't think.
And that's what you're voting on today.
I don't think we letting it go.
Yes, you are.
The county have access to the right of way anytime we want to. It's just the other people don't have access to it.
Scott, you're gonna have to clarify this.
Hang on, I'm gonna say this, Robert Jr. stood right here and made that comment the other day, that it was no big trucks, no tractors, or nothing gonna access through that property other than ATVs and forward. He sat right here and said it on camera, and I'm gonna leave it alone after that.
Yeah, leave it alone.
So,
Everybody
with
wishy-washy.
what he just said, Mr. Slover, I think that we're going to have to fight for our right of way and clarify what we have.
Call for the question
Do you-
again.
Yeah, now that, has everyone's had a chance to talk, you can go ahead and call for the question.
But I need you to answer that question. We're in danger of losing that right of way if we don't pursue it.
If you wanted to try to enforce that right away, you'd have, sue, or they would have to acquiesce to it.
Yeah.
And I've got memorandum on this and everybody, and that's what, you know, need to review.
Go ahead.
No, I wish I would've knew it'd come back up this week, so I could've came back and at least went and talked to them for, I would've, because we do that on everybody else, I wish I would've talked to those folks. I didn't know it was gonna come back up this week, cause I do wanna talk to them and give them an opportunity, cause we don't know. Since I've been here and I work for the county, since 2011, I know that they always came up with, a deal that they always allow some kind of access. I remember when I was here back in 11, 12 through 14, it's never a time that they asked Mr. Johnson for anything that he denied the county. That's what even getting material off the place. A whole lot of time, the only way it got fixed as quick as it did in and out is because he allowed things to happen. And I think somebody who has worked with the county and has been good with that. I think that we should have at least had the opportunity to deal with him, for me personally.
The WRP is
Do
what
y'all
what
understand
Shane
what
said.
call for the question mean?
Okay.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Nays?
Nay.
All right. Vote
Just
fails,
so,
2 to 3.
just so everybody knows, it's gonna come up the next meeting too.
So you
And
left
we a
out.
neighbor next meeting too.
That's
Oh.
fine.
No, I think,
We
I
sit
think
right
the
here.
Attorney General will be involved in it.
We sit right here in this meeting and talk about we live and die by our minutes. And it's in the minutes that that right of way was purchased. There's been other right of ways where gates have been put across them, roads where gates have been put across them, where the gates have had to come down. I don't doubt anything you said about in the past, he's allowed dirt, he has. But they told us 2 years ago, they put in a tree program, there's no more getting dirt. That's when we made the agreement with the older gentleman that manages the doctor's place, that they're gonna allow us to get dirt off the island when the river goes down. At the end of the day, there is production, oil production, and landowners. Southwest Electric can't even restore power down there because they can't get to power poles that are across the road on Carthage Point Road. I'm gonna say it one more time. County-owned right-of-way. I've done my homework. I've gone to the courthouse. I've pulled the deeds. It's cut and dry. There's no way around it. So, I mean, it's either right or wrong. So, I mean, it'd be like closing Carthage Point Road up there where it turns to gravel. You can't do it. It's a county-owned road. That concludes my report.
Okay, I'll just add to that, we have a duty, it's a sworn duty, that we uphold the laws of the county and what we've done in the past. And this is us literally throwing something away that we bought, and just throwing it in the trash. But we're gonna, it's not over. Ms. Dean?
Break every rule up in here and tell me we got to uphold. I can't believe this.
Read what your oath of office.
You need to read your oath.
I've read it.
That's what you need to do.
I
Read
read it.
your
I
oath.
read it last night. I
Evidently,
can
you
write,
don't
I can read
read
it to
yours.
you right now if you've forgotten part of it.
You must have forgotten yours.
How so?
Cause you break every rule up in here.
How's that?
Every meeting almost. Come on, Mr. President. You ain't following no rules.
Oh, I've asked for somebody else to speak.
Yes,
Please go
sir.
ahead.
Let him speak.
Thank you for your
You welcome.
permission.
We on camera, we trying to do.
Okay, so Alan Laird could not be here today. He asked for a cash request for the home grant.
You gonna be a
Hey, come on.
You ain't gonna be.
Listen, the lady is trying to talk.
So Alan Laird asked for a cash request a couple of meetings back for the home improvement grant. And a couple of the figures were needed to be corrected, so he is resubmitting those.
Need a motion for a home grant for the corrected document.
So,
Moved by Ms. Gaines. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
And that's all I have.
Ms. Lewis?
I am seeking permission from the board, this is within my budget, to apply for a grant through NDAH. I previously applied and actually was awarded the grant. So it's an up to $10,000 grant. What I'm trying to get the grant for is for indexing indexing the board minutes. We have already paid to have them scanned, there's about $11,000 due to the indexing. So the county would be responsible for, and like I said, I do have this in my budget. Sorry, it's in the back. So I'm asking from MDAH for $9,703.26. And then the county would be responsible, and I do have it in my budget, for $2,000. So the total project cost is $11,703.26. I'm just seeking authority to apply for that grant.
Okay, you heard the request.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gaines. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
Received an order from Judge Ward. He has an employee leaving, and just need to have that spread across the minutes. Carla Allgood has resigned effective August the 31st of 2025.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gaines.
Second.
Second by Ms. Middleton. Discussion.
Yeah.
The judge isn't gonna replace that administrator, that's gonna be assumed with the other Chantry judge's administrator, because he's,
So is he gonna, do he need
Is she
permission
retiring?
to advertise?
he doesn't need, he's not gonna replace,
He's not gonna replace, he's not gonna replace?
because he's on his way out, and that spot's filled
Oh,
away.
that's right, it's not,
Yes.
Okay. All right, all in favor? Any nays? Motion carries.
On Friday, I received an email from Peyton Cabin at Silas Simmons. He is the CPA who works with the port. He did submit their budget to me via email. I did ask him if there were any changes. He said no raises, no modifications, or whatever. I didn't know if the board wanted to spread it across the minutes today, or if they wanted me to reach out to the port director and ask for him to come. I'm fine either way, just wanted to get the board's wishes.
Say that again, Ms. Brown?
Silas Simmons does the budget for the port, and they do their audit and everything too. Peyton Cabin with Silas Simmons emailed me their proposed budget on Friday. I did respond back to him and just asked him if there were any significant modifications. He said that if anything, there's gonna be a slight decrease. There are no raises or anything in there. So just wanted to get the board's wishes, if y'all want, me to spread it across the minutes, or it's the wishes of the board.
I think he need to come in here,
That's fine.
and present that.
Okay, I'll let him know. I just wanted to get the board's wishes on that.
It'll need to be done before October 1.
Yeah.
we need to be here for the next meeting.
And then I guess I need to wait for you in order for the objection.
Oh, yeah, well, I was gonna, on my report, are you done with your report?
No, not yet. Yeah, I've just got two more things. Well, actually, three more things. So I need to have the second quarter report from our mental health regional, office, spread across the minutes, please.
Mr. Gaines. Second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
I need to have the September bond spread across the minutes for Lakeisha Green, Lachey Riley, and Tracy Davis, please. So moved.
Moved by Ms. Hutchins. Second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries.
And then I need to have the July tax redemption settlement spread across the minutes, please.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Gaines, second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
And then, once we take up the, I took one of the objections under advisement on the assessments. So once Mr. Slover takes that up, I just need to come back and get this in order.
Mr. Slover.
I have 3 items to be adjourned.
Okay. Is that all?
What about the objection?
I was gonna talk
That
about
would
it.
do, okay, sorry,
It's okay with the
Ms.
board.
Conlon.
Sorry, I was like, have you forgotten
No,
that
no, I
already?
appreciate it.
Okay, so I have a budget amendment to the sheriff's department. They're moving $10,000 out of other contractual services to travel. And they have to, the budget is, they can do that. They can move the funds around, so I just need to.
Oh, you heard the request?
What department?
The sheriff's department. They're just moving $10,000 funds from one account to another for the budget.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any nays? Motion carries.
Okay, so I have here, we got in, our payment for, MDA, to the $235,893. It's in the general fund, I'm just transferring it to the Bellwood 370 fund. And then those, with that being moved over, I'm repaying the reserves that was, funds that were borrowed, $134,391. And the general fund had 2 lines, $36,933 and 110,950.
Okay. You heard the request? Moved by Mr. Middleton. Second by Mr. Gaines. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries.
I don't really have anything from the airport. Our advisory board meeting is Thursday, so I'll have something at the next meeting. We
reached out to the candidates that we had narrowed down for justice court. 2 have already taken other jobs. 1, we could not reach, and the other one was on vacation. So,
Where's the other applications? I'd like to look through the
Well-
other applications.
should we re-advertise it? Because that's been a couple of months since we did this.
So y'all don't have the other applications?
We do, but they probably already, I mean, they could have jobs already too. I just was thinking we'd re-advertise and start over. And I'll let you go through all of them.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we need a motion.
Mr. President,
Moved
I
by,
got,
No, no.
moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Gaines.
Go ahead.
Discussion.
Discussion, go ahead, Miss.
no, go ahead.
No.
Come on.
All right, Mr. Gaines, yeah. Discussion.
You got discussion on it?
I thought
Just a
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
Okay, I have, from Natchez Inc., the last, reimbursement that we are requesting from MDA, was that right? From the, yeah, MDA, okay, to me. And, it's $36,399.86, and that will close out that.
Okay.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Hutchins,
Second.
second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any nays? Motion carried.
I also have this, invoice that we discussed at the last meeting for Neil Schaefer. And with that 235 coming in, and we've been reimbursed, that covers this invoice. So I just need approval to pay invoices.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you said with this,
So-
285.
So we've gotten reimbursed, so we can pay this 219,522 invoice that, from Gilwood. EDA sent us our reimbursement.
Okay, for that project, is what you're
Yes,
saying?
yes, yes, so I just need
Okay.
approval for this
So
invoice.
moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays?
Nay.
Motion carried. 1 nay?
One day.
Okay. Got,
Mr.
3
President.
yeses and 1 nay.
Mr. President,
Yes. Ricky.
I don't understand why these people can't come in here and present their own stuff. They always did it in the past, guys, so what's the problem? Why they can't come in here and present their own stuff? What if I ask this question?
He's been,
You done asked them, I don't know how many times, to come in here and present their own stuff, but they won't come in here and do it, but then we making motions to pay somebody, they won't even come in here and present their stuff, and if we got questions, we can't even get them answered. That's crazy.
Let me ask you, are they here? Do they have office
Yeah,
here?
they got an office
We have
here.
an office here.
Okay.
Yeah, her name's not Callaway anymore, but,
The lady that came in
Miss
last
Callaway,
time?
Riley, she works for Neil Schaefer, and they have an office here, it's on Main Street.
I thought we approved pay request numbers in already.
The request that you're talking about now?
No. Yeah, we didn't have it.
Okay,
And
go ahead.
then the budget, Scott just sent me a template to calculate, the millage. I spent yesterday studying on how to calculate, but I'm planning on having everything pulled together. I was hoping that we can meet maybe next Monday to go through the budget. That gives me a weekend to make sure I get everything.
Next Monday, what's that? What's that day?
25th.
25th?
25th?
When you get ready, then you let Corvette know Thursday or Friday, and then let everybody know, and we'll see what everybody's schedule looks like.
Okay.
Does that work for y'all? All right. Is that all you had?
I think that's all I had, yeah. That's all
Okay.
I've been doing is budget.
I have a question. The
as far as the showers, I know we spoke about the change order, and I spoke with, Miles, who did the shower, and he's gonna get the statement from the marshal to bring to me. You know, statement about the privacy wall. What else did you guys need from me? I gave the letter right there of what.
You need to know why or how that price was given, and it's gotta be commercially reasonable. All you have is just, this is a quote for how much it is. We need
For
to
the
know
privacy wall?
Breakdown.
Right, so if it's concrete walls, well, I pulled off this website, this one and this one for concrete walls. You have to explain how he got this pricing. It has to be a commercially reasonable manner.
I guess if you look at his square footage of what he did, building the wall, you know, whatever, and then take the length of them or whatever, and then you might divide that out, see if it's the right cost.
So that's all you need from me, that and the statement from the, fire marshal, that's it, right? That's it.
Mr. President, I do have one other thing.
Okay.
We received a letter from,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, she ain't finished yet.
Don't worry about it.
Are you,
Are you finished?
so,
No, I just asked the question.
What was the question?
break, so, Mr. Lee, I think Simplified just kind of, he gave a full quote. We kind of need a breakdown of the, like, material, labor, just get a breakdown on what it was to make sure it's commercially reasonable.
Are you talking about the privacy wall?
I'm talking about the privacy wall that you
And I have
asked
that.
for. You got a breakdown of the unit prices and, the labor and all that.
He broke down the labor, the material, and, that's why I wanted to know what all.
It's like $66,000, and it splits into 3 phases, and has 20 days.
So,
I don't know why, but then you gotta explain why that's commercially reasonable.
yeah, that's what we,
It can't just be a,
So what him saying for, we're talking about the privacy wall, he has down here, and that this is not enough, then Robbie said he'll do concrete material, $371.29. So you need a detailed breakdown of the material.
I need to know why that's commercially reasonable. Why is that price a good price, a fair price?
If it's the same price he bid the first time for putting up walls, it'll be the
Right.
And the labor cost
We
is
have
the
to-
other thing he asked about.
Yeah, he put down here for labor, $1,710, and that's for laying the blocks. That's what we put.
And so we just have to explain why that's a fair price.
And it's already been done.
Yes,
What?
No, the work hadn't been done.
everything, for the privacy wall,
Privacy wall's been put up?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't give you.
See what happened,
Just on the bathrooms?
he
Yeah,
said
we
the
didn't
fire
show.
marshal came out and told him that they had to put it up, and that's when Brad and him spoke about it, and they met with the fire marshal out there, and I found out about this, last week.
Don't write that down.
He doesn't want to change it.
Yep.
what?
That's why Brad got to say everything is done, it's complete. And he dropped the keys on it.
He might have been talking about the building complete.
Okay, that's a mess we'll have to work out
Everything is
another
complete.
time, I guess. I don't know what we're gonna do about that, Scott, that, you got to dig into that one, I guess.
So, okay.
Okay,
I have a couple things different.
okay, go ahead.
You should have a pay please for a new hire, for, not maintenance.
Sanitation?
Sanitation to work with Cora.
Okay. That's, Mikhail Jones. Okay, $15 an hour, $31,200. It's MIKHAIL. I need a motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. James. Second. Second. By Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried.
And then I received a letter, or we received a letter from Judge Brown. He's requesting, formally requesting the $50,000 he requested, that they requested for, he's formally asking in writing that.
Okay. That we already gave it.
We have haven't given it to them.
I thought we did, I thought we voted on it.
No,
What is this?
That's the opium money?
Uh-huh.
Nah, we ain't voted on that.
I thought we voted on both of them to get it.
What are we waiting to, so we said we was gonna wait and see, yeah.
Well,
Until
I'm
we,
just, I'm
Now,
just.
this isn't the new opioid money, it's the old opioid.
no,
The
yeah, we
old
said we
opioid.
were gonna wait and see during budget time, how much we have and everything, and how much was
I'm
gonna be
just
spent on.
communicating.
It's a formal request.
Okay, that's a formal request now, okay.
You need it spread across the minutes or just?
No.
Okay.
No, that's
All right.
just, okay. Then
All right.
I'm finished now.
Okay. Mary Kate's not here, so I've got a, request for, Latanya Earls to be hired for, $20.19 an hour, $42,000 a year for the, youth court.
This is a replacement.
A replacement. Same amount,
Moved by-
same cost,
Moved by Mr. Gaines, second by Mr. Middleton. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. West. Any nays? Motion carries. Okay, Corvette brought this to me a minute ago, is, permission for her and, Clementine to go to the, Mississippi Mississippi Association of Supervisors, where y'all are going on, October the 7th through the 10th.
So,
Moved by Mr. Gaines. Second by Ms. Hutchins. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carries. All right, I think we already did all that, didn't we? That's everything in my folder. Okay, our prayers go out to Terrell Foster, who died, I believe, yesterday, or day before.
Did Greg Isles die?
And Greg Isles as well, yeah. I'd like to make some kind of proclamation for, Greg Isles. Man, what the attention he brought to this city and this state was amazing. He was a different individual, I'll say that for him, but he was his own man.
Motion.
Yes.
Second.
Motion by me, second by Mr. Miller. Any discussion? All in favor? Any nays? Motion carried. Yeah, Terrell Foster, they had him in a hospital, I think, in Jackson, and he told him he wanted to be home when he died. They brought him home, I think he lasted a day and a half, 2 days.
He been sick?
Yeah, he had cancer. But, yeah, it's sad. I'm like Ricky on that. Every time you turn around, somebody close to you or that you've known all your life is passing away. It's sad. I do, I think we did carry that motion, didn't we?
no.
All in favor?
Alright.
Nay. Motion carried. I want to say something. There's so many people are aggravated about these taxes going up for their houses and stuff. And it was explained to me the other day by somebody, and I didn't catch all of it. But it was like, the United States has a Fed chairman that is appointed by the president, and sometimes he's there for, I don't know how many years he gets to stay there. He's just there. You can't fire him, period. Apparently Mississippi has the same type of guy somewhere in the system. And he's the one that called for the assessments to go from, some of them are 45, 50% on your houses. Everybody's seen their house bill, the tax bill. It'd be like your house was assessed 75,000. Well, you know the tax that was worth 125. So you were only paying taxes on the 75 or whatever. This guy decided it needed to go to 80% of the value. So people went from paying 45% of the value of their house to 80% of the value of the house on their taxation. Now you can look that up Ms. Griffey, if you want to, but that is what it was explained to me, because I was complaining about it to somebody really high up in the state, and then they were like, but I was driving, so I couldn't write this information down, but it's just like, wow. And this guy can't be fired, by the way, just like the Fed chair can. He was appointed, and he gets to stay for his 6 or 9 year term or whatever it is. So nobody can say, no, you can't do that. That worked out fine for these counties that have a growing population or a booming. We don't have that, and it really hurts our citizens. And but I figured they deserve some kind of explanation. Okay, I need a motion.
Mr. President,
Yes.
before you close out, let me say this, man. I just want to make something perfectly clear. When I vote, and it's been like this forever, up or down, I'm done with it. I don't care how many times it come up, I'm gonna vote the way I wanna vote, and I'm gonna be done with it. Making a vote shouldn't cause this board, like you looked at me a minute ago, shouldn't cause you to look at me like that. It's just a vote. Up or down, move on with the vote. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, but it shouldn't cause friction between us by the way we vote.
I was just hoping y'all understood the gravity of that vote. And I asked the lawyer to explain it, and he sort of did, but we'll have to take action
But it
to
still
retain
shouldn't
that
cause
property.
us to be like we ready to.
I
It
don't,
ain't that serious with me.
it looked pretty serious to me, and your tone was
Yeah,
pretty
because
serious.
I'm looking at you how you looking at me. You don't usually look at me like that. I mean, it's just a vote. That's all it is to me.
When I'm trying to help protect this county, to me, it's pretty serious.
So-
And basically, if you kind of make a joke of it, it's not a joke.
That wasn't-
This
how-
is
how I
a
made a
serious
joke?
business, serious
I made a
business.
joke out of it. I'm trying. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone then.
All right.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Motion to go and close the termination. So, moved by Ms. Gaines, second by Ms. Hutchins. All in favor? Aye. Close the termination.